You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock. 3 o'clock here on the show, and we have a full house in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios alongside Bob Baskerville. We got Baron Walker through the class. Let's have a week, boys.
Yes.
Hopefully a lot of baseball this week.
Well, half of us are taking a long weekend and half of us are working like men.
We're going to start pummeling Bob and Walker about that right out of the gates.
Monday.
Tone setter.
I'm excited about having the day off a week from today.
Oh, I am too.
That'll be fun. Yeah, man. A lot of baseball talk here on the show today. I'll be honest. Bob and I were talking. I'm worn out, man.
Yeah.
I might need to take a day off. Like the whole your kids graduating thing. That's a lot.
I mean, you both kind of drug in here.
Well, we're both seeing family up. My father-in-law's get set to head to the airport. Bob just sent his son back to Florida.
Had my sister on an 8 a.m. flight this morning, which meant I was the one taking her to the airport at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I got plenty of sleep every night, my usual 8+ hours, but just tired, man. I had to take a nap yesterday in the middle of the day, and could have slept.
I had to take a nap. First world problem.
Could have slept. I slept like an hour or two. Could have slept 5 hours. Could have just conked out. Didn't want to get up today. I don't know, man. It's emotional, I guess, emotionally exhausting sending these kids out into the real world when they have absolutely no idea what's coming.
No.
You want to tell them, but even if they would listen, they still wouldn't get it. So you just
working for the man now.
You just sort of watch the man.
Yeah,
that's where we're starting.
Yeah,
the man, huh?
Man's holding us down, brother.
How is the man? Who is holding you down?
The man.
You want to talk about first world problems? I mean, what is it? What is your biggest challenge in life today, Bear?
I'm making it here by the crack of 3.
Yeah, I mean,
not screwing up the next 3 hours, not embarrassing you.
But the man, he's got his thumb on you, huh? He's holding you down, preventing you from doing whatever it is.
I mean, everything's. I don't know if you've noticed this, but prices have pretty much doubled right now.
Prices are tough out there, man. It's hard.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
It's not fun.
It's hard, man. Hard filling up that gas tank these days.
Not fun.
Ain't cheap. It ain't easy. As David Bowie sang.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good tune. Off the Spiders from Mars album, if memory serves me correct. Bob, your graduations go okay? No major incidents? Somebody shot themselves at my graduation.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's on the local news. Some dude was pulling his gun out in his car and it went off and he shot himself in the leg.
Well, that's a buzzkill.
Oh.
Did he die?
Oh, accidental.
So I would like to meet the bureaucrat at Knox County Schools who decided that we should have all the graduations at Bearden High School, first of all, outside in the scorching hot sun on a Saturday. And then decided, so our graduation was at 6. There was another one at 4. And so, that's not enough time. If you were at Bearden High School, I mean, when I say cluster bleep, that doesn't even begin to describe the situation of traffic trying to get in and out of Bearden High School Saturday afternoon/evening.
I saw the edge of it. I was over it.
It was insane, man. I've never seen the like of it. Anyway, yeah, there was some guy at the graduate. I'm not sure what school was before us, but
there's handling a gun.
He was taking his gun out of his. I don't know why he was taking his gun out, but it went off. He shot himself in the leg.
Wow. Just Plaxico burst himself, huh?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I mean, he's okay, so I can laugh, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Plus, it's funny because the guy's an idiot.
It's pretty dumb.
It's a good way to accidentally kill yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So
yeah, ours
was good.
Yeah, there was no gunfire at ours.
At Webb School.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't any gunfire at UT either. That one.
It was good. I'm very, very glad it's all over. I got to admit, though, yesterday, our ceremony was yesterday, so that prolonged things. We had an open house on Saturday, and so you had to be on for that. And
For the love of God.
yeah, and then a family dinner last night after the ceremony.
Oh, yeah?
Which was
Where did the family dinner happen?
a steak establishment.
Good one?
Yeah, it was
He
good.
ain't going to Sizzler. It's
No.
Bob we're talking about, Russ.
Austin Steakhouse, the family?
No,
Chris.
Fleming's.
Fleming.
Nice. Woo. Okay. Okay.
It was good. It was good.
I
But
see you. I see you, Baskerville family. Let's go.
One day.
the only thing, and I never saw this coming, was they, during the program they did, like some musical interludes, and then they had the choir come up and they sang a couple songs. Homeward Bound, which was one.
Simon and Garfunkel?
Not Simon and Garfunkel,
What?
a different Homeward Bound. I was thinking the same, to be honest, but it wasn't. But then they sang Landslide, and that was a killer. That was a killer. The Baskerville clan were all a little misty because that song, I'm not even sure fits a graduation, but it's such a beautiful song to begin with. So
They played Pomp and Circumstance when ours were marching in. I didn't know whether the show was starting or
With
the
your
Macho Man
headphones.
was about to jump through the wall.
yeah, they played that beginning and end at ours too. And then they have a reception. Walker knows all this stuff because he just did it not too long ago. They have a reception afterwards, and it's like a bunch of 18-year-old boys and girls smoking cigars out back. And
Oh, it's awesome.
Kind of felt like as much as you and Walker's dad paid for Walker and your daughter to go there, that you shouldn't have to go through all that stuff. As a guy.
How did you, as a father, feel about your children, 18-year-olds, smoking cigars?
my daughter refrained. She did not do it. Plus, it was
Anybody
like
get sick? Anybody puke?
I don't know. We got out of there. She took a couple pictures with friends, and then we busted out. It was just boiling hot. This was like at 4:00. Oof. So I mean, and
She Irish goodbye to everybody.
yeah,
At the road.
Yeah, she was done anyway. She was kind of like, yeah, let's go. We're out of here. So thank God. But yeah, there's cigar smoke billowing everywhere. And that's a new one. Back when my oldest graduated from there, just the boys were smoking the cigars, but I'd not seen the girls doing it, but they were doing it yesterday, doing selfies and everything else. It's like, you're going to regret that, but you do you.
That's cool. One of my favorite pictures, and my dad's favorite picture, is after I graduated. It's me, my two brothers, and my dad. All of us were just smoking cigars at the after party after I graduated high school.
You're a man now.
Yes.
Light up a stogie. Give yourself a little cancer.
It's just a cigar. It's not a
Sometimes
cigarette.
a cigar is just a cigar. Sometimes it's so much more. Sigmund Freud said that. You learned that in Arizona State Psychology 101?
I don't think
I
you
don't
did.
would not study Freud at ASU.
Really?
I think we studied it at Webb a little bit, but not ASU.
Everybody should have a passing cursory knowledge of the works of Freud. Magic Mike on the text box says, was it a Danny White traffic plan for Knox County graduations? Yes, it was.
It looked like that from. I
felt like I was like, am I at Bearden High School or is this G10? I don't know.
Well, that's what Coastal Vol in the live chat, great minds. He wrote, sounds like Bearden needs an entertainment district. On top of a new parking garage.
They've got one.
Is it Gallagher View that's like in between Buddy's and Bearden?
Yes.
That goes up that hill.
Yeah.
So like they had 3 lanes of traffic going up the hill, like in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And like going the wrong way against traffic, people parking on the side of the road, just in the grass, just everywhere. People coming out, like as I was walking, we had to park like far on the other side of Gallagher View, walk across, and like the people are trying to get out and it's just stuck. And some lady from, they're like, is it moving up there? I was like, no.
Why would you not do, if you're going to do that, which I don't really understand it. It would be, there's some other high schools where logistically it would have been a lot easier.
You got to give more than just 2 hours between graduate, because people aren't just going to leave. They're going to hang out, and that's what happened. Like there were still people from the previous graduation when we were leaving.
Right.
So it was just crazy. Did they do the thing? We'll get to some sports here in just a minute, I promise.
No, let's do the whole show like this.
Yeah. Did they do the thing where we had like maybe 100 people or so graduating? It was L&N STEM Academy.
Yeah.
And they said, as they get set to go through all the names, please hold your applause until the end so that we can move through this quickly, and then we'll recognize everybody.
So everybody's name can be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First person. Woo! Yeah, go Jimmy! And then like that just popped the top. Then everybody just completely ignored.
Did you ignore it?
No.
Because
I follow the rules. I was listening. I was paying attention to what the principal said. Like I'm trying to be the change I want to see in the world. Like this isn't NOM, folks. There are rules.
Took you back to your audiovisual days. Wheeling around the 19-inch TV room to room.
I don't know what that means. What are you? Is that some sort of insult? Are you calling me a nerd?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Now we just applauded after each kid.
You did?
Yeah. Politely.
Yeah, just gallery.
No boat horns.
There were a couple that would do the whole, they go nuts,
full Stirl the Pearl.
Yeah.
Hey, the after party last night was I got a video accounting of it. Stirl was the DJ. I think I might have told you that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I cannot believe you were not there.
They panned over to one of the kids who looked in the camera and did this whole like this, like no, just like kill it. He was he was there.
110 days till kickoff.
Well,
not that far.
He maybe he could count them down for us.
Yep. Just one day till the SEC baseball tournament here in Hoover. We talk about the SEC championship game maybe going the way of the Buffalo in football. Doesn't seem like the basketball tournament is going anywhere. Doesn't seem like the baseball tournament is going anywhere. But Tennessee is kind of in a conundrum here when you talk about setting up your pitching for the week and how aggressive you are in this tournament. I don't see any way that Tennessee wins the SEC baseball tournament. We just don't have the pitching. The hitting is coming around, but we just do not have enough. I mean, you would have to win, 5 games?
Correct.
We can't win 3 games, let alone 4 or 5.
5 games in
6 days.
6 days.
By the way, we get a day off if we.
Yeah, if you beat Arkansas, you get Thursday off.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be good. So Josh Elander today announcing that Cameron Appenzeller is going to start the game tomorrow against South Carolina. And you just don't have anybody who's available. I mean, even Appenzeller is pushing it on, I guess, 4 days rest. He threw like 40 pitches or something
Did he throw that many
on Thursday night. So he's going to have short rest, but I mean, I like it. That wasn't a ton of pitches. He's young and he can handle it. But I mean, even if you win, would you pitch Tegan Coons on Wednesday against Arkansas? Because that would be on 5 day or 6 days rest. Again, like you're shortening the weeks as you go along on these guys, because it was 5 days last week because of the short turnaround from a Friday to a Thursday series. So anyway, and Coons threw over 100 pitches for like the 3rd or 4th start in a row, and Blanco threw a ton of pitches the other night. So I think that you want to beat, like you don't want to lose to South Carolina tomorrow.
No. And I always want Arkansas, man. If we can play them, they're like an arch nemesis at this point.
Yeah, but then I'm just sitting here weighing it all out in my head. Do we want really? I mean, we don't. It's like Russ just said, we don't have a lot of arms. Arms we've got have thrown a lot of pitches in the past 10 calendar days. I'm not saying we aren't trying to win the game, but do you not go all out with your, and start Tegan Coons? And just if Arkansas beats us, get home, get rested, and get the arms rehabbed and get ready to go for when it really
because you'll have a full week plus to rest before the regional there. But, all these guys go pitch once. And, just going back to the series over the weekend, like that bullpen. Oof. I mean, the Game 3 was like a carbon copy of the Game 3 against Texas, where you have the young freshman out there starting, and he gets the first 2 out, and I'm thinking, all right, kid, like let's go. And I think he had 2 strikes on the next guy, and then
hell broke loose.
It was just a complete disaster.
Complete disaster.
I mean, we have nothing. That you talk about things that have to be addressed this off season through the portal. I mean, you have got to find some bullpen depth going into next season. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The other thing about this week is just the rain. I don't know if you guys have looked at the forecast, but there's like 80% chance of showers just about every day starting, I think, Wednesday or Thursday.
So that off day may not be an off day, depending.
No, I mean, they might have to squeeze games in. We might have another 2 a.m. game.
God, when was that 2022?
Was there? I feel like a couple of years. It
was a year we won it.
Remember
it was a Jordan Beck, Drew Gilbert year.
There was one year where we played Kentucky in a game that started at like 11 or close to midnight
time.
That was the game. It would have been, I want to say 2023, because that was Burke nuked one against Kentucky that disappeared into the forest at like 2 a.m. I remember.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of misty. Maybe it was that year.
But yeah, there's always weird stuff that goes on down there at this event. So we'll see how Tennessee decides to attack it. Lady Vols making their super regional. They will play Georgia this week. And
is that at home?
I don't know where it is. Do you know?
I don't know.
We'll look that up here during the break. And we have a local recruit making a big decision today in football. We'll tell you all about it. Open up the phone lines. 865-966-3435 is your phone number. 966-3435. Let's get things rolling. It's a Monday edition of The Drive on Fan Run Radio. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2, and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pit masters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, you get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage their fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. tmgfest.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, Work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
On Friday, the TMG Fest that you've heard Basilio talking about here on the show and on his show. He's going to be there 11 to 1. We'll be there from 3 until 6 p.m. The TMG Fest is Saturday, but we'll be getting things kicked off with a special Friday live broadcast here on Fan Run Radio. So I'm looking forward to this thing, man. I've never been to a legit smoke-off where you get like dudes who really know what they're doing with complicated machines out there and
traditional smokers.
Yeah.
All the different. That's a serious world. We're look into. Yeah, those guys are pros, man.
Absolutely, and they're going to be cooking some stuff up. You can get your tickets. TMGfest.com is the place to go for that. But kids 12 and under are free to attend, but no food tokens for them. So you get tokens. You use the tokens. I think you get 3 rib tokens and 6 chicken wing tokens. So you can use them at whatever booth you want. Because
it's a good deal.
I mean,
that's a lot of food.
This stuff's going to be legit.
Are you a big rib guy?
Oh yeah.
I like the St. Louis style.
See, I'm not an expert. I'm not
What's St. Louis style?
Pardon?
What's St. Louis style?
It's just a style of rib, and then it's a St. Louis style sauce. It's kind of red, and it's it's similar to what you think of barbecue sauce here.
I like the Memphis dry rub style that Mark Rickard is. He used to be in these things. Like he would go down and put his stuff up against the best in the world.
Yeah.
So hey man, the next bad rib I have at one of these things. I don't think that's.
No, I mean, these people take a lot of pride in what they do.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of the deal.
Fantastic.
So we'll be out there Friday doing the thing, and look forward to seeing y'all out there. SEC releasing its baseball awards for 2026 and all SEC teams. Georgia's Daniel Jackson is SEC Player of the Year. Florida's Aiden King is SEC Pitcher of the Year. Anthony Pack Jr. of Texas is SEC Freshman of the Year. Texas's Aiden Robbins, SEC Newcomer of the Year. Texas A&M's Gavin Grahovac, SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year. And Georgia's Wes Johnson, named SEC Coach of the Year. Can't really argue with any of that. The one thing I do have a question about, and Tennessee gets a couple of guys on these all-SEC teams. Tegan Coons is on there, and then Trent Grenlinger and Cam Appenzeller garner all SEC all-freshman team accolades. Coons is second team.
I feel like he's one of the best pitchers in the conference. There's a name that's missing off there that he's been one of the best hitters, especially since conference play started for us.
About Levi?
Yeah.
I think his start to the season precludes him from being on base. I mean, it's a whole season thing, but I mean, Tegan Coons, and there are
how many pitchers are there on that?
1, 2, 3, 4 starting pitchers on there. Volantis, Aiden King, Dalanusius from Mississippi State, and then Hunter Dietz from Arkansas. I'd have to pull up the individual numbers there, but it's hard for me to believe that Tennessee would have Tegan Coons would be worse than. I mean, I don't know. It's a deep league, man. I'm looking at the second team and some recognized. Curiel was second team. Bryce Chance from Mississippi State was second. Udermark from Ole Miss, second team. I mean, you remember how he tore us apart. So it's a deep league, but maybe that's a little chip on Tegan Kuhn's shoulder going into postseason play here.
It's tough to argue with. I'm just looking at these pictures on the first team. Some of them I'm not as familiar with because we didn't face them. But, I mean, Hooks was tough for Ole Miss as a reliever. Valencias, we got the best of him, but it is body of work, I guess. I don't know. But I agree. Maybe that'll fire him up a little bit too.
I mean, Volantis, the kid from Texas.
Yeah.
No position players for Tennessee on this list. And this is, we'll talk to Jack Foster in hour number 2, Rocky Top Insider. He's covering the games this weekend for RTI. On the one hand, I give Josh Elander a lot of credit for getting this team back to 15-15. Never would have thought that when I was walking out of that ballpark after LSU dropped the hammer on us in that Sunday game on Easter Sunday. Never would have thought that we could get to 500.
Yeah.
And here we are, a shoo-in to make the NCAA tournament. We'll see what happens this week. So I give Josh credit for that, but it also, a lack of position players on the All-SEC team, nobody on the first team All-SEC, just sort of underscores the drop-off that there was this year. I mean, you can't call it anything else. There was a drop-off, and it's on Josh to get that fixed, man, and get Tennessee back where it belongs.
I agree. I would also say I'm looking at the all-defensive team, and there's nobody from Tennessee on that, and that speaks to, this team defensively is like, at least going into the Oklahoma series, I know they had some errors there, but they were ranked like second or third nationally in fielding percentage. And I just think that means there's a preconceived notion that these guys aren't that good defensively because of years past.
Maybe. I would ask the question, like, who would you put on there? As I feel like it's the sum of the parts is greater than the whole.
Yeah.
Did I butcher that saying? Whatever it is.
No, the whole is greater than some of the
parts.
There you
go. It's we were good defensively, although we kind of booted the ball around this weekend in Oklahoma City. But I don't know that there's anybody on that team that's just, Marin was pretty solid at short for us that year. Are you going to put him ahead of Stephen Milam from LSU? Probably not.
And I guess the other guy who I have been relatively happy with was Levi Clark at first. But you're not going to put him ahead of Grahovac. I get that.
And then Reese Chapman, I think, has a very good reputation as a defensive right fielder. I don't know about it was Sorrell from A&M, Curiel from LSU, Jason Walk from Oklahoma. I don't know enough to compare those out there. But, it's a big offseason, man. Nobody's calling for anybody's head here. It was a tough situation that Josh was thrown into. We all wanted him to get the job. I think we're all still behind him, but next year's big for him, man. Like I don't think this fan base is going to be patient for like a 3 or 4 year rebuild. I don't think they want a 3 or 4 year rebuild. The entire point of getting Elander the job was to keep this train rolling, and the train did not roll this year. So that's on him and his administration to give him the resources to get it fixed going forward. Let's get a phone call from Phil. Good afternoon, Phil. You're up first today on The Drive.
Morning, David.
Hey, Philly.
Got the whole crew there today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I ain't talked to Bob since we got that new commitment, have we?
I don't think we have, Phil.
Talking about Furman?
Okay. Yeah, what do you think he's going to impact on Tennessee's roster next year?
I'd be happy if he can give us 8 to 10 minutes. And that might be all.
Phillips did.
Yeah, and that might be all you need. But they definitely needed another body. This guy, when he's been playing, looks all right. But you can definitely tell here towards the end they must have been a little cash strapped too. I'm guessing, but I'm okay with it. I'm at the point where it's like, let's get ready to roll. I got a question for you, Phil. Did you happen to hear any of, if you haven't, you should give it a listen, this Tyler Lundblade interview that Chris Lowe did on
I've seen some of it. It's
that kid's.
I seen where he said that we got guys, 4 or 5 of us can go off any night. That's Tennessee not had that. I can't remember last time that roster that damn beat the shooters.
He also dropped the humble brag that he hit 68 threes in a row in a workout.
Wow.
So I also just like he's you can tell he's mature, he's together, he's going to be a leader on the team too. You can just kind of feel that, and they need that.
Yeah, they do, because I don't know who the leaders will be, and probably the seniors. There's 3 or 4 seniors on the team now, right? They're all transfers.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you see this kid playing like 8 to 10 minutes a game. I don't even know, like, no offense to the kid, I don't know that I necessarily want him to play at all. I just look at him as kind of an insurance policy in case somebody gets hurt or there's foul trouble or something like that. But I was kind of referring, I think that's his ceiling, basically. Yeah.
But anyway, Phil, you were saying?
Well, when you play Florida and you're going to play Alabama's got a lot of bigs this year, and Auburn's got a lot of bigs, you're probably going to have to play 4 guys inside some against those teams that got a lot of big guys.
Yeah.
I don't care. He'll get some playing time because we're going to get in foul trouble.
Oh, you want some flexibility. I certainly understand that, but I'm kind of hoping that we see, again, Jalen Harrelson at the 4 and that you're only playing one of these quote-unquote true bigs at a time. But you're right, Phil. Certainly, I mean, different matchups call for different approaches, and I think you do have some of that flexibility with this roster.
Yeah, and I think Brown's going to play the 4 or the 5. So, I mean, it's a good problem to have, I guess.
Boy, speaking of basketball,
makes a big league.
I was watching NBA last night. Boy, the Pistons came up small at home in a Game 7. I mean, can you imagine being a Detroit fan watching that?
I didn't get a chance to see any of it. I probably would have checked in, but I saw the score like at the end of the 3rd quarter. I was like, I'm not.
They got drilled from the get-go.
Yeah.
Guys, last week I talked to y'all about us losing these legacy recruits to other teams and stuff, and it looks like that trend, this one a legacy recruit, but I was not looking too good if you lose a guy from Halls High School go to Clemson.
Jarrell Chandler today, standout safety at Halls, chooses Clemson over Tennessee and others, and I don't know. I would have liked to have had him, Phil, but it's really hard for me, unless you're talking about a player the caliber of David Gabriel George or maybe a Faison Brandon or something like that. It's hard for me to get excited about any of these quote-unquote lesser recruits. No offense to the young man, but they're not going to have an impact as a freshman, and you can always go to the portal to get more immediate help. So, again, I'd have liked to have signed him, but I'm not going to, rattle my sabers over it or anything like that. I don't think it's a huge deal.
So when has Apple become an expert in the portal? He's been kind of weak in the portal.
Well, that's
big.
Yeah. And fair enough. Like I think that you've got to reevaluate how you do things right now. You can't have tons of money tied up in freshmen who are standing over there on the sideline not playing, who might jump in the portal anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just going to have to borrow a page from the Rick Barnes playbook and invest in the portal. Go and fill your needs in the portal, and the players that you pay need to play. They don't need to be standing on the sideline.
Yeah. Well, I don't like all this new stuff, but I guess it's the way it's going to be. I mean, nothing we can do about it.
They didn't ask us, did they, Phil?
No, I want to win, but it looks to me like you're going to have to put all your money in football and basketball, and everybody else is going to suffer. It's going to be survival of the fittest. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, I think that the Big 12 and the ACC schools are going to have to face that before the Big 10 and the SEC schools do, but that is certainly a topic of conversation. I don't want to – I certainly want to fund football and basketball as much as is needed to win, but I don't want baseball to get left behind.
Well, if we can win a national championship in football, I wouldn't give a dime to baseball.
But you know what? We've been talking for years about how Georgia has just sold everything out so that they can win in football. They just won the SEC baseball championship over the weekend. They were in the NCAA tournament, and they've kind of got it going on right now. We're playing them in the softball super regional this weekend. I saw where they're killing it in tennis. I mean, they're kind of doing everything school down there too. So I'm not.
Well, yeah, but there's still priority for football down there, though, Russell.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
I'd say 80% of their budget goes to football.
Well, I guarantee you. I mean, we might be able to nitpick things that we don't like about Tennessee's approach, but if you go inside Danny White's offices and everything, he might talk about everything school online and everything like that, but football is their priority.
And it's got to be because it pays bills. I mean,
as it should be.
All right, guys. See you.
Thank you, Phil. Appreciate the phone call. As Phil drops off, that creates a line available for you at 865-966-3435. Phone number to get on the show, 966-3435. If you want to follow in the footsteps of the mayor of South Knoxville calling the drive here this afternoon. Yeah, anybody, the Jarrell Chandler, I saw that news this morning. Somebody leaked it out that he was going to Clemson before he even announced, and then I saw the confirmation, and it didn't really warrant so much as a second glance for me.
No, I mean, he was number 12. I think he was number 12th recruit in the state. Like, he was top 50 safety in the country, but like he was just outside the top 300 in Rivals. So it's not a huge miss, but it always sucks a little bit to not get an in-state Knoxville guy.
Yeah,
it'll end up being a big miss if he goes to Clemson and becomes an All-American.
Yeah, I'm looking here though, and it's saying that Hayes Fawcett was saying he's a top 95 recruit in the 2027
He's a nice player.
300. So.
I mean, Miami and Clemson, Tennessee all wanted him. Yeah, I mean, you look at the offer list, he's legit. I don't like that this is what it has become, but high school football recruiting, I've always followed that since the early 90s. I mean, that's been a hobby of mine, following football recruiting, and it has just been massively de-emphasized just the last year or two with the portal.
I just follow the portal more, the names in it and where they've been and what they've done. It's not like the old days.
Yeah.
I guess here's there is a school of thought though, like particularly when it's in state, it's like you do your damnedest to get them right and lock them down just to send the message rather, we went through this before back in the Butch era, right?
Yeah.
Where Clemson came and took everything. You just don't want that to start happening again. I agree with what you're saying. I mean, it's tough to track it with all these freshmen now, unless they're like, absolutely transformational players. But
I mean, just spitballing here, like, we got TK Keys, Mike Matthews, a big time recruit and all this, but I almost wonder if you could prioritize the 3 and 4 star local guys and kind of pass on the higher touted guys in high school recruiting, knowing that you can go in and fill in the gaps with those guys in the portal.
Yep.
Because you're going to have seen them at that point. So you'll know whether they can play or not. You won't have to worry about giving a bunch of money to a bust. And then when you sign a guy out of the portal, you're signing him to play right away. Whereas, I mean, we're giving big money to TK Keys this year. He might not play much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, he might end the season like 20-something catches for the year.
Or if that.
Or none.
So, I mean, Travis Smith was that guy a year ago. How many catches did he have last year? Less than 10?
I was going to say maybe double digits, but not
by much.
Yeah.
Mike Matthews 2 years ago.
There you go. Is that money well spent? And by the way, if you prioritize the quote unquote lesser recruits in there, every now and then you're probably going to find a guy that you can develop and keep. Something I'd be thinking if I were one of these coaches. 865-966-3435 if you've got thoughts on that. Shout out to all the YouTubers watching on the Fan Run Sports YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe there. Hit that thumbs up icon to help us get the algorithm pumped up this afternoon. We'll read from the comments when we continue. So you listen to The Drive. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Faison's Milkshake says, congratulations on your kids' graduations. Thank you, Faison's Milkshake. How do we feel about Faison's Milkshake being that's just a thing now?
I love it.
That happened Friday, and apparently it's not going away, not going anywhere.
There's still some hard feelings. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Listen, I'm aware of Cody's hard feelings. That's fine. He did refer to me as, quote, a scary gargoyle on their morning show. I'm glad you think that's funny, Bob. I don't think that's funny. Personal appearance is not show fodder. It never has been on this show. And I don't appreciate Cody's comments. They're hurtful. And
he called you a disappointment.
That's, again,
to your family.
It's not necessary, unkind. And, if you're looking for an apology from me, I think that quite frankly, the apology is owed in the other direction.
I'm sorry.
I think
sorry.
The one thing I will say that could have maybe avoided all of this unfortunate happening. Did Cody really need to tell the story about drinking the milkshake?
I mean, he put it out there.
It's Cody. Yeah, he did.
It's
content. He knew it.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Then it kind of, some of it comes with the territory. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that in this world, that then you put it out there.
You felt like he should have known that if he'd just thrown that out there, that Russ wasn't going to just pass it by, look down on the sidewalk, and be like, "Oh, I'll keep on walking."
It's right up there with Bear pushing the red button. It's one of the greatest stories of employee knuckleheadedry in fan run history.
I think it's a pretty great story.
It's a fantastic story.
Yeah.
But don't blame me for using it as show fodder when you put it out there first. Somebody else wants to know, was the GOAT, George Quarles, in attendance at the Webb graduation?
He may have been. I didn't see him. I mean, it was a pretty packed house.
You looking forward to some GQ football this fall? What?
No, man, that's cool.
Are you done now?
Yeah.
You're done with Webb?
Yeah, that's it.
Because they ain't done it hitting you up for money, I don't think.
No, this.
I'd forward that mail to your son and daughter's new address.
Yeah, it's up to the alumni now.
Yes.
You only accept it from, where is it? The Speedway High School.
Oh yeah.
Are you a spark plug booster?
I think I've given something along the line.
Coastal Vol says, sounds like Bearden needs an entertainment district on top of a new parking garage to improve traffic flow. That is the next step, right? High school entertainment districts.
I don't know. I feel like most high schools already have entertainment districts. I call it Kingston Pike. You know, you've got a Buddy's, a Burger King. You've got you've got everything from fast food to fast casual to fine dining, all within a 60-second drive.
So, at Webb, you just go over to Webb and Catholic. You just go over to Cedar Bluff. It's good as an entertainment district as you need.
Joshy Boy says Heupel can't even land a recruit in his own backyard. Facepalm emoji.
Well, here's my question. Where is this kid from originally? Because it ain't Halls.
How do you know that?
I think he was a transfer in.
Why do you say that?
Because I vaguely recall him going out to he transferred into Halls.
Why would anybody transfer into? No offense, because Halls does have it, but if you're a hot shot football recruit, why would you transfer there?
I don't know. Why do kids transfer to Maryville? Why do they transfer to Catholic?
Well, but
because Maryville is an elite high school football program that regularly turns out D1 athletes. Halls, I don't know if you follow East Tennessee high school football, has been on the struggle bus for quite some time.
I thought they were pretty good this year.
They're all right.
Who knows? They might maybe his parents might have moved here for a new job and got a house in that area. And
what I'm saying now, with so many people that move to Tennessee now, you never know. I mean, maybe like is he a lifelong Tennessee kid? Is he a Knoxville kid?
I don't know, Bear. Sounds like it's Google worthy.
The only people I know that have left that were Knoxville kids were T and Harrison. But that was kind of messed up by the Tennessee coaches at the time of their recruitment.
Let's go back to the busy phone lines and talk to Joshy Boy. Good afternoon, JB. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
Hey, guys. How are you doing today?
Active in the chat, active on the phone lines. Joshy Boy making an impact on the show in hour one.
Well, thank you, Russ.
You're welcome.
Russ, I think any other athletic director we would have, if it wasn't Danny White, fans would still be complaining about what the athletic director is doing. Just saying.
Those jobs have always been thankless. And I think in the NIL era, they're going to be even more so. Danny White
takes probably one of the hardest jobs at a university.
Absolutely. And Danny White takes a lot of heat from, fans, from us at times. But I always make it a point to say anytime we are critical of Danny White,
it's critical
that he has done a good job here. Like the shape of Tennessee athletics before and after he got here are just two completely opposite things. Doesn't mean he's beyond reproach or criticism. He's not. But he has done a fantastic job. So I always be sure to point that out.
Gotcha. Well, that's okay, Russ, that you followed the rules at your daughter's graduation, but you can break the rules sometimes. But I'm glad you said what the principal said and followed the rules by not clapping until the end.
You got to follow. But just because you graduate high school doesn't mean you don't follow the rules anymore. Still have to walk in line. Still have to be in class on time. We're not tardy. I don't feel tardy.
Yeah. So I'm going to predict that we're going to make a run in the SEC baseball tournament. I think we're going to beat South Carolina. I think we're going to beat Arkansas. And I have us making it all the way to Saturday in the semifinals.
Wow. And who's
going to be not Saturday?
Who's going to be starting all these games? Just wondering. Appenzeller tomorrow. I'm guessing Coons and Blanco after that. Like, who's starting to get us to the weekend?
I have no idea.
Does that get us there? 3 wins gets us to Saturday?
Yes. No, it would.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you would play Texas Friday if you won the first 2 games.
The way they hit the
yeah, it's something I got to say, I would love to see us, of course, win tomorrow. I'd like to see us beat Arkansas. Something tells me we hit Texas again. That's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Especially if there's no Mac and they got their hitting woes figured out.
Yeah.
Who's that kid this weekend that just absolutely, I don't know why they kept pitching to him. It's very Kentucky, Christian Moore-esque. We kept pitching that kid this weekend.
Yeah.
Kept smashing it.
Is that Dayton LaChance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he went like 5 for.
So, do you guys think that it will probably be Faison Brandon that starts game 1 this season?
So Trey Wallace is thinking.
CeeLo said it last night too.
Did he? That is the narrative right now in Big Orange Country.
You're talking about 2 of the most plugged in guys we talked to.
When's the last time you think the last true freshman that actually started really had high upside and played really good? Because
here,
I know a lot of the true freshmen that started lately haven't done anything, like Underwood, Lagway, etc.
I didn't think Marcel Reed was bad in his freshman year.
No.
I mean, it wasn't spectacular, but I thought he was serviceable.
He got by a lot with just raw athletic ability, which is what I wonder if we're going to do with Faison. I don't know. Last time we started a freshman here, I guess it would be Ainge and Schaefer, right, Russ?
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning of the season, yes.
Game, right?
At the beginning of the season, yes. But, I mean, we've had several since then. Tyler Bray, Josh Dobbs.
Coast of all throughout, Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
Trevor, yeah. That's a good one.
He didn't start the season.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, Joshy boy. Appreciate the phone call.
They got off to that rough start, and then they put him in the game.
He replaced Kelly Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it against Syracuse, maybe?
I don't know.
I remember I was watching the game when he went in for the first time. So
I was on Chuck Oliver's show in Atlanta this morning, and like that's all, that's where they start. But then it was interesting because after we talked about the quarterback situation, he started asking me about the offensive line and the receivers and skill position and all that stuff. And it's like, well, we've got a lot of experience and talent returning at every other offensive position, which I don't know if that makes me more excited or more bewildered as to why they didn't address the quarterback situation a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, that is certainly the narrative right now amongst Tennessee fans and media coming out of spring ball is that, and again, I don't even know if it's so much that Faison, what he did to earn the job, more so McIntyre just did not grab the opportunity and run with it.
Right.
He had a real opportunity to, hey, I've been here for a year. My knowledge of the system is such that I'm a good bit ahead of the young freshman who just got there. And, like, nobody says that in terms of like people who were at practice or anything like that. So, you know, it definitely feels like Faison has an opportunity to be the first guy to start a game at quarterback for Tennessee as a true freshman since Brent Schaefer in 2004.
Interesting perspective from Jonesy 404 in the live chat. He says if GMAC starts in his mid, then Josh Heupel is not the quarterback whisperer. That narrative begins. But if Faison starts in his mid, then you can argue Josh hasn't worked his magic yet. So Faison would be the better bet from the narrative perspective.
Yes, so. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Patience is not a word that is going to, any fan base is going to be in their vocabulary going forward in this sport. Stay with us. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio. Hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio on the Top 4 at 4, brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. Walker Smith, enlighten us.
Thank you, Russ. At number 1, Vols baseball returned to the D1 top 25 this week after its series win at Oklahoma. They are now ranked number 24th, which is the Vols' first appearance in the poll since March 30th. The Baseball America rankings has Tennessee up to number 20.
Where did we start the season?
We were it was a mix between a lot of early. One poll had us
top 5.
Top
right?
5.
Yeah.
Another one, the other 3 had us 13th-ish.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and remind you, there was one afternoon where we were a little miffed that we weren't getting any respect at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I feel like, it hasn't been a bad season. You won 15 conference games. It hasn't been a great season.
It's just we lost series to teams that this team should not have lost to.
Yeah. I mean, there's a handful of games you'll look back on and
either bats weren't.
You should have won at least one game at Vanderbilt. You should have won one more against LSU. I mean, that would alone would put you at 17-13, probably in position to host.
Yeah.
That's a good point. At number 2, Nashville is expected to be named host of the Super Bowl in 2030 by NFL owners who will vote for the city on Tuesday during the Spring League meeting. This would be the first time the Music City would host the Super Bowl, with the event showcasing the Titans' new stadium, which is expected to open in 2027.
Perfect city for a Super Bowl.
Big reason why they built that stadium is to host a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they'll go all out to make that a good one.
Well, remember when the draft was in Nashville, it was,
yes,
by all accounts was a smash success.
Yeah, and there's nothing bigger than hosting the Super Bowl in a city. I got to live in Phoenix when the Super Bowl was there not too long ago, and it just it takes over the whole city. There's banners everywhere, there's murals on the side of buildings taking over. The city takes on a life of its own for 2 weeks with the Super Bowl in town. Same thing happens when the Final Four goes to a city, and I bet this would lead to Nashville getting a Final Four.
Yeah, anybody here ever been to a Super Bowl?
No,
I've not.
Oh.
No, I have not. I always regret not going to the one they had in Indy. They'll probably have another one coming soon, but because I've heard that was fantastic experience, etc.
Was that the David Tyree game?
Yes.
I always forget that one was there. I don't know. I mean, Nashville holds simultaneous mass events that are they're music based, but are every bit as big as the Super Bowl. The CMAs and all the concerts they have at the stadium.
The CMAs are every bit as big as the Super Bowl.
As far as logistically for the city, and it's while the Preds were playing for the Stanley Cup and Bonnaroo was going on.
CMAs, they've surrounded. There's a week plus of fan fest and other stuff that happens too. So I mean, there's a lot of ancillary programming, as they would call it.
Yeah, it's a fun time to be in a city when any of those events are there. At number 3, after separating himself from the field on Sunday, Aaron Rai won the PGA Championship this weekend after he shot 6 under in the final 10 holes on Sunday, highlighted by a 68.5-foot putt on set number 17 to seal the deal. Rai is the first British player to win the PGA since 1919.
Well, that putt was something else, man.
I don't know if I've seen a more chill golfer, too. I mean, his reactions were just stoic.
A little bit of Koepka-esque.
1919.
Yeah.
Since 1919.
Yep.
First Brit.
Old Jim Barnes was the last one to do it.
I think
related to Rick.
I don't know.
I think they were saying it's the first non-American to win in a long time. Jason Day was the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been more than a decade, I think.
You feel like I had a chance to watch a lot of that. Do you feel like it was a little bit anticlimactic after the jumble at the leaderboard and everything and all the big names, and Aaron Rye is the one to emerge victorious?
Maybe a little bit. Like, watching the golf, you were like, I just hope everyone ends up at 5 under and we get this massive playoff with like JT and John Rahn and Ludwig and all these dudes. But like it was pretty cool seeing a guy just go out and take it when no one else was doing anything on the golf course.
He took it.
Yeah.
All right, he earned it.
I got it. I kind of tuned in late towards the end. The other thing, the book on him, from everything we hear, is there's not a more
great guy,
likable guy on the tour. I mean, nobody has a bad thing to say about him. So that's kind of a cool story.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the only bad things people would say about him is the whole he wears 2 gloves and the iron covers thing. But those both have really good stories behind them if you look into it. Yeah. So just a good dude. Happy for him. Also, I think it's the first time that the first 2 majors of the year they've been won by Europeans since Rory McIlroy did it and won the PGA.
How about Rory asking somebody to get?
Oh, that was so funny. Rory can be such a crybaby sometimes. I love him, but like he can be a little bit of a crybaby.
All they did was chant USA. They were just not chanted; they shouted.
Get him out!
Yeah,
he can't do that.
Oh, so funny.
He's from Wolverhampton, England, wherever the hell that is.
What are you talking about?
It's from Northern Ireland.
Aaron Rye.
Oh, Aaron Rye, yeah. And at number 4, a fresh set of MLB series begin today to set up a great week of baseball. The Braves will begin a series at the Marlins. The Cubs head to Milwaukee to play the Brewers. The Yankees take on the Blue Jays, and the Dodgers renew their hostilities at the San Diego Padres.
Shoo! The Dodgers woke up, Bob. They're 31-3 on the weekend.
Yeah. Don't let them get hot.
How'd that Subway series go?
Not
Bear?
good, Bob. Not good, Russ. Not good at all. We choked it, gagged it away yesterday to the mutts.
They're still.
Is it true there are only 2 teams in the American League that are more than 1 game above 500?
Yes, it's the Rays and the Yankees.
How is that even mathematically possible?
American League stinks.
Pretty bad this year.
Like the AL Central is hot garbage. The AL West, like the Mariners, have just not been good enough today.
I mean, Boston's all-time bad. By the way, what happened in that game?
Stinks.
Did you guys play Boston?
Yep. I mean, I just can't relate with any of this. My team
got beat by one of the worst teams in baseball this weekend, didn't you?
No, we won. Well, we lost 1 game. Won 2 or 3. Won the series.
Couldn't sweep the damn
We've
Red
only
Sox.
lost 1 series this year, Bear. The entire season. Best team in baseball. A little respect, please.
Quarter-way mark into the season.
Oh, is it really the quarterway?
He's front runner, if you can't tell, Bob.
What? Huh?
Got to enjoy the ride. I'm not
He's a
enjoying the
sore
ride with the
loser
Reds
and an
right
even
now.
worse winner.
I can't hear you. The Tomahawk Chop is playing. Please speak up a little bit.
You've got until the beginning of November to deal with this guy.
Huh?
Hey man, you gotta enjoy it. I remember there was a time where the 4 teams represented on this show were the only teams with 20 wins, and now the Reds are just a few games over 500, and it's been bad. Gotta enjoy it while it's good.
About that.
How about the White Sox? Sorry.
I'm glad the White Sox don't
You
suck
see
anymore.
the Pete Crow Armstrong thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that
potty
was
mouth
funny.
on him, doesn't he?
Yep.
He does. I mean, he had the comments about the Dodgers in the offseason, if you remember seeing that stuff, and now he's talking back to a girl in the outfield on her bachelorette party.
He was also talking to somebody in the stands while he's on the on-deck circle. Maybe PCA needs to focus a little bit more on the field and a little bit less on what's going on in the stands.
I think he's having
I've
a good
noticed an
year.
overall loosening of like that. Like when we were young, especially me and Bob, like you never heard cursing live on a sports broadcast anymore. Like this weekend, I heard across multiple sports, participants in interviews just, talking pretty rough.
Sad, man. The coarsening of American dialogue. It's a very sad thing. We certainly don't stand for it here on The Drive and Fan Run Radio.
Nothing but clean here.
Top 4 at 4 brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. We appreciate them. And if your smile is not ready for summer, well, then do what I'm going to do on Wednesday. Go in there in Knoxville Smiles and get a checkup, routine cleaning, hopefully hoping to stay in the No Cavity Club, 46 years running now. Here for yours truly. And they'll do it all at Knoxville Smiles. Whitening procedures, complete smile makeover. Check them out online at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call 865-539-1776 and smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. Hour number 2 of the show underway here on Fan Run Radio. Big baseball weekend. The Volunteers won 2 of 3 against Oklahoma. Jack Foster of RockyTopInsider.com going to join us coming up here in just a few moments to break down what went right for the Vols in Oklahoma City and turn our attention to Hoover. Never been to the SEC tournament in Hoover. I hear it's a wonderful event. Always wanted to go. Don't think I'm going to go this year.
I mean, the stadium looks pretty cool. Has there ever been talks of moving it out of Hoover? Because, I mean, it's just been – feels like it's been there for all I can remember.
Yeah, nothing I've heard.
Well, I mean, the rain – I remember that one year that we were playing all those games after midnight and everything, that there was a lot of talk about maybe you should find an indoor venue to play these games. I mean, it'd probably be pretty easy. You'd have to, do that with one of the major league teams and just kind of sync it up.
What's the closest indoor ballpark? Not Cincinnati, not Atlanta. Down in Florida, you got
Tampa or Miami.
Those places kind of
send the SEC tournament all the way to Miami.
Dallas. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not advocating for either one. I like it in Hoover. I think that's a perfect ballpark for it and everything. But I also see the potential to maybe play it somewhere where weather is not a factor.
I just wonder how long it'll be before the College World Series gets gentrified and moved
taken
out of Omaha.
Oh, don't say that.
I know. Well, I don't want it to happen, but I could see it happening. I mean, as the game grows, the popularity grows.
The thirst for more revenue grows.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Maybe you could build some sort of a roof over the Hoover.
The greed heads get involved. The man, Russ, again.
The man. Is he going to ruin college sports?
Well, I mean, it's just corporate greed, man.
Here we go.
They'll move it to a bigger stadium where they can sell more tickets.
It is music.
I just don't.
Oh, wait. Sorry. User error. There you go, Bear. Bear standing at attention.
Fun in Omaha. You realize that I'm on camera right now. They know I'm not standing up at attention. We're going to take this beautiful thing, Russ, that was in Omaha. There's nothing wrong with it there. And the almighty dollar, we all pray to it every day.
We kind of drifted off of Hoover. That was my fault.
Do what now?
I said we kind of drifted off of Hoover. That was my fault.
Bear,
I like it at Hoover. I like it at Omaha.
Bear wants to play these games at high school stadiums.
I'm a traditionalist.
He wants nobody to be paid at all. No commercials.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
He wants the players to pay to play. He wants them to pay their own way. So
that's absolutely not true. Where would you rather watch the Final
steal
Four,
all the money,
Bob? At Lucas Oil Stadium or the arena that I don't know the name of it. The Pacers play. The Pacers play.
Yeah. No, I'd rather watch it in an arena, but
in an NBA arena.
Yeah.
But we can't do that because then everybody can't make, 8 dump trucks with $100 bills stacked to the brim in them.
Do your countrymen find it disrespectful that you talk over their anthem like this?
Number one, they're not my countrymen.
Your people.
No, they're not.
Your comrades.
No. There's a better chance of you having Russian blood than me.
Oh, man. It's brutal.
I love how he started off this conversation basically saying the same thing that I say.
You were the one saying the man is out to get college sports.
I don't have a firm opinion. I said that. I'm both sides in this one, baby. Straddling that fence.
Think for yourself, Walker. Russ, free your mind, your ass will follow.
I don't want my ass to go anywhere. My ass is right where it belongs, in this chair. Thank you very much. Plus, didn't you people outlaw dancing?
You people? What is you people? Who?
You know, commies.
I thought
Pinkos.
wasn't that like the plot from Dirty Dan or not Footloose?
You're thinking of Footloose, my friend. Little respect
right off the bat, did you?
Little respect, Mr. Bacon and his friends. They just wanted to cut a rug.
Do you know Bacon was in Animal House?
Yeah. He played
I forgot all about it.
He
All
played
is
one
well.
of the biggest punks.
Yeah.
All is well.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? He was that guy too.
Oh man, it's good.
I forgot all about it. I just happened to see it on a drive-by last weekend on one of the TV networks.
C. Brent V3 wants to know, did Cody jack any football players' food this weekend?
No.
Great.
Not that I'm aware. I mean, after whatever's going on right now, it'll probably be a little bit more reticent in terms of sharing the stories of his escapades outside fan run hours.
I would say,
guy. I love sausage.
You would say what? I'm sorry.
I would say I think Cody was
love
more
sausage.
upset because he said you intimated that he was fat and stupid and a thief.
I did not say anything.
I don't think I ever heard anything like that.
No.
That's how he took it. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying you said it.
I'm a big sausage guy.
I'm just saying that's how Big Mac took it. You might want to talk to him.
So you guys
I
haven't
love
talked to
sausage,
each other
for
yet?
one. I'm a big sausage guy. Nothing like a big kielbasa. Just right.
Good
Great.
God. He likes sausage.
He does.
I love sausage.
You guys haven't talked, though? You guys haven't texted? or
No,
anything?
he's got an assignment that I sent him. It's a very important fan run business work that I need him to complete for me so that we can continue doing the business of fan run. And he hasn't done it yet. I can only assume that this is some sort of
holdout.
Punishment, revenge for, the wrongs that he perceives me to have perpetrated against him, which I haven't.
I'm a big
off-season
sausage guy.
camp holdout.
I feel like you owe him an apology, man. That's all.
Of sausage.
For what?
You kind of went off on him, Russ.
I didn't. You just said that I didn't say these things. I'm just telling you what he said. And now you're like
saying you may want to apologize.
I mean,
the guy's got feelings.
I might be straddling a fence, but I mean, the way you just jump over it from one side to the other within the segment. I don't owe him squat. How about this? How about Cody does the work that he said he would do for me? How about Cody stop stealing our quarterback milkshake? How about Cody take a little responsibility for himself and for this operation that we are all tied together with? How about that? You apology. I mean, good Lord. Cody
I'm
and
sure
Rory
this will go over well.
just softer than Charmin. You hurt my feelings, Russ.
Good God.
The things you said hurt my feelings. I need an
That's not what he
apology.
said.
I need an apology. You can't say that.
I'm sorry.
He could stick his voice work up as,
I'm sorry.
Probably closer than the whining voice.
Quick timeout. Jack Foster of Rocky Top Insider joins when we continues here on Fan Run Radio, and we will continues right after this. Stay with us.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2 and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pitmasters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, You get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage your fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. tmgfest.com.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Joins us now. Good afternoon, Jack. How are you, sir?
How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing very well. Thanks for hopping on with us. Well, we have made it, Jack, the end of a long and winding road that was the 2026 Tennessee baseball regular season, and now things really start to get interesting. Vols headed to Hoover this week and then presumably to the NCAA tournament the week after. Let's take a look back at the weekend that was for Tennessee in Oklahoma City. And, wow, Tennessee's offense coming through, the two starting pitchers, getting it done for Tennessee, and another big series win that looked virtually impossible a couple of weeks ago, Jack. Tennessee getting to 15-15 in SEC play. Pretty good achievement for a team that really staggered out of the gates.
Yeah, we entered this Texas series a couple weeks ago knowing that Tennessee needed 2 wins to feel comfortable making the NCAA tournament. And I was of the belief, as many were, I think, that wasn't a gimme. Texas could have easily come in and swept a Tennessee team that looked so awful in Lexington, Kentucky, and a road series at Oklahoma, albeit a bit of a neutral site there in Oklahoma City, but still a tough one to go in there and win. Well, Tennessee goes 4-2 across the 2 series, finishes the season as good as you could possibly want them to, and now has the most momentum they have had all year entering the most important part of the season, of course. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch, and this offense has really been the reason why this team has a different feel to them than they did definitely a month ago and for all of February and March.
Hey, Jack, appreciate you joining us as always. Just watching from afar, it sure felt like to us we talked about this before the series started against Oklahoma, the fact that they had moved the games over to Oklahoma City, big cavernous professional ballpark. I at best that felt like a neutral site deal for the Vols, which I think helped as well, right? I mean, even with them having some fans there, it just didn't feel the same as playing in Norman.
Yeah, I have to think so. I mean, you knew that that minor league ballpark was not going to be filled. It wasn't going to be raucous. It's going to be harder for Oklahoma to score, so it helps Tennessee's pitching. And I think for the most part this season, I know it hasn't technically been the case as of late, but you want Tennessee in lower scoring games with how good of the starting pitchers Tennessee has. So I think it obviously helped that the games weren't in Norman. I don't really know why Oklahoma wanted to do that. I know I read their explanation, but it still doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I know softball's in town, so that could have had an effect on their decision making prior to the year. But regardless, Tennessee's able to look pretty good and kind of steal one a little bit in game one, look better in game two than Oklahoma, and of course ran away with it a little when gameplay resumed on Saturday and then dropped the finale due to weak pitching. But yeah, overall, really strong weekend.
I wonder if there was any thought given to, that Friday game, or I guess the Saturday game that resumed, and it was, I guess, the 7th inning, and Tennessee was up. Do you remember what the score was?
It
5-3.
was 5-3. Yeah,
5-3. I wonder if there was any, because they started Arvidsson, and which is what we talked about this last week, Bob. It's like that's probably what you should do. Just go ahead and win that game and win the series. But I wonder how tempting it was, Jack, to say, maybe we can get through this with Rudy or somebody else and start Arvidsson in the third game and try and I know getting greedy there, it's probably not the right play, but it had to be going through their minds.
Yeah, I think if Tennessee would have needed to win both, to put themselves in a position to make the tournament, you could have seen that. But knowing that, they were probably already locks in away and just the series win staring you in the face only 3 innings away, I think the Arvidsson call was correct. Just lock it down and win that one. Bo Rudy had thrown 25 high-intensity pitches just a couple of nights ago, day and a half ago would have been the time frame. Of course, you weren't going to use Appenzeller after 40-plus on Thursday, and no one else you can trust out of that bullpen. So if it wasn't Arvidsson, it was probably going to be Chandler Day or Will Haas, one of these freshmen, because you can't rely on the Krenzels, Fredericks, and Hindys of the world. So hands kind of tied there in a way. You want to win that game, and Tennessee does so. And then, of course, trying to piece together game 3 didn't really work all that well. A couple of guys had okay performances, but, backs up against it there in game 3. I don't think many were surprised with what we saw.
Yeah, nonetheless, I mean, you mentioned it earlier at the outset of the conversation, but Tennessee with 27 runs in this series. It does feel like the bats have gotten better. We just got to get over the hump on this pitching after Mack and Blanco, or not Mack, but Coons and Blanco. Let's pivot over to what happens starting tomorrow. We know Appenzeller's starting. We had a debate earlier in the show on how deep do we really think we can go with this team, depending upon what's going on with Landon Mack, too. I mean, if you beat South Carolina, then you're staring at Arkansas, which I'm always there for. I consider Arkansas a nemesis. But what do you think is a realistic view of how deep this team could go in Hoover?
Tennessee can make the weekend. I think it would be unfair to say that it is a, just supreme long shot for Tennessee to win 2 games. But with the way I anticipate Tennessee planning its pitching, I would not be willing to bet Tennessee makes it to Friday. I would say they lose Wednesday to Arkansas. I actually liked what I saw to Cam Appenzeller in game 1 of this past series. I think it was a huge bounce back performance for him. He looked better in Texas, but you still saw things get really sideways for him in the 9th inning of that game in game 2. This one felt a lot more steady, comes out of the gate pitching well, very encouraging. So assuming he can have an okay to quality start tomorrow, Tennessee should be able to win this game against lowly South Carolina. South Carolina has not been good. They just got swept by Vandy. So I think at minimum, Tennessee will win 1. That Arkansas game is going to be tough, and it largely depends to me on what Tennessee does with its pitching. If for some reason it pitches Tegan Coons on 6 days rest, then I think you have to feel good about Tennessee's chances anytime Coons is on the mound. I just have a hard time seeing Tennessee do that. I think they would wait to use Coons until the weekend, which means probably a Nick Abraham start or something similar to what we saw Saturday in game 3 against Oklahoma, Sunday against Texas. it'll probably be a replication of that, which means Tennessee would just have to outslug Arkansas. And it's a tall task when, you have this bullpen depth, this deep bullpen arms that have been struggling so mightily.
Talking with Jack Foster of RockyTopInsider.com this afternoon here on Fan Run Radio. And Jack, Landon Mack is on the active roster this week. What's your gut tell you about his future as it pertains to this season?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think my gut definitely tells me he won't pitch in the SEC tournament. I don't see the reason why he'd push it. Tennessee is a long shot to host. I think they'd have to either win the tournament or reach the title game. You're definitely in the tournament. I think you're safely a 2 seed, right? And you're not one of the lowest 2 seeds because they're doing the bracket seeding this year. So I think Tennessee's in a good spot to where you don't really need to do much in Hoover, and you're still going to be okay with how you'll come out in the tournament seeding. So I wouldn't say Mac pitches in Hoover. These soreness situations have been so tricky in my time on the beat. Seth Halverson, 22, of course, AJ Russell and all that went into that. You just never really know. And Tennessee's obviously not letting a lot of stuff be known with Landon's situation. But the fact he's on the active roster here for Hoover gives me a little bit of confidence that he'll pitch in the postseason. But I wouldn't expect it to be until the regional, just strictly based off gut, not based off of any other information.
Do you think it's a definite that he does pitch in the regional? They're just saving, or is it the doomsday scenario that he could shut down here?
Yeah, like I said, it's really difficult for me to say confidently either way. Sure. I'm just going off the fact that he's on the active roster means that Tennessee thinks that potentially he could pitch in Hoover, right? Or else they wouldn't do it. I don't think. So I'm always kind of an optimistic viewpoint kind of guy, and I'm being optimistic here and saying that this means that Matt could potentially pitch in the regional, and obviously Tennessee really needs that to happen.
We were looking at the all SEC honors that came out today. Were you a little surprised that we got Tegan Coons on second team all SEC, Trent Grindlinger and Cam Appenzeller all SEC freshman honors? Were you surprised? Were you surprised we didn't see anybody else? Like Levi Clark's had a great conference season. This team defensively is one of the best in the country this season in fielding percentage, yet nobody on the all defensive team. Any omissions in your mind?
Yeah, it's a good question. Ryan Schumpert and I were actually talking about this morning on our Diamond Pass podcast for our Rocky Top Insider, and the hitting numbers just aren't eye-popping enough for me to say that anyone truly got snubbed here. Ford and Clark each having 9 homers in conference is a really solid number. Clark almost hit 300, and Ford has just so much weight to his name. It feels like every time you watch a broadcast, the broadcasters, when Tennessee's on the road, are saying, "Oh, Henry Ford, this is the stud," which hasn't technically been the case, but he does carry that name weight to him a little bit. So I thought maybe he'd eke in there. Not the case, obviously. So I don't really think anyone got snubbed. You mentioned the all defensive team. If I had to put someone on that list, I guess it'd be Reese Chapman. But even he has made some mistakes this year. So I don't really think so. Tennessee's just had a solid, balanced effort from its offense and really from its defense, I'd say, overall this year. So it's hard to pinpoint a couple of guys and say that these guys are carrying the team. That's not really the case with Tennessee this year, but it is with Coons at times. So him getting this recognition is obviously very warranted and deserving. And Grindlinger and Appenzeller have been machines at various points of this year.
Jack Foster, Rocky Top Insider with us. Jack, one of the big stories this week is going to be automatic balls and strikes in Hoover. You're going to have 3 challenges for each team. Really interested to see how this plays out. Anybody who watches a lot of college baseball knows college umpires miss a lot of balls and strikes. Do you think the players will be patient enough? Because, there's obviously going to be a lot of opportunities for calls to be overturned. I would hate to see any of those opportunities wasted for anybody because there are so many bad calls often in these games. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's funny you asked that question because now that I'm putting my brain on it, it feels like an Elander coach team is more likely to be patient, right? The hotheads of years past of Tony Vitello teams, like obviously Drew Gilbert and a couple of other guys who just would get so furious at calls at the plate. It feels like those guys would be less patient. A more mild-mannered team like this Tennessee team maybe is not going to pull the trigger so fast. So I'll be interested to see. I'm thinking about guys who I think could potentially be more apt to challenge. I think Garrett Wright could be top of that list. A guy who could get a little fiery at the plate to a call and snap challenge, but he's a savvy player, so maybe not. Trent Grinlinger as a freshman, maybe. So there's a couple of guys that maybe I could see it happening more so than others. But I think with, it's a young team, but these guys are pretty quiet. Most of them are mature. So I think that patience will be a strength of theirs with this.
How happy were you, or were you as happy as myself and Russ were the other night when we saw Josh Elander actually kind of get after an ump on, I think it was Thursday night, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was refreshing. It was a good change of pace, I think. I saw it, and yeah, it's just, it almost was foreign, because you've just never seen him raise his voice at someone in the field of play, and to see that happen, it obviously brought you back a little bit, and I think it is something that Josh Elander needs to do more. So to see that is encouraging, and to know that he can do that.
And then one more on the Friday game. I have to say, it made me smile when I saw Evan Blanco chirping at, I think it might have been Dayton LaChance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Blanco has some swag to him, and like he's really composed out there, and he's got that veteran presence, but he'll talk. Like if anybody on this Tennessee team has that extra gear to them, like players of years past, it's the pitchers. It's Appenzeller, it's Mack, Coons. We've seen it come on in the past month, and of course Blanco. We haven't seen it as much, but he's got it in there, and you've seen glimpses here and there.
I thought Josh it was authentic too when he came out. It wasn't like he was legitimately pissed off. Yes. You could just tell he's like, really, man? And he knew he couldn't get thrown out of that game, because then you would miss game 2. And I don't think that was going to be good for Tennessee. So I'm with you, Jack. It was good to see him get out there, and I'm still wanting to see him blow a gasket at some point and really get tossed, but perhaps next year.
Hey, Hoover would be
yeah,
not bad time, I guess, to do it. But
would you, if you got tossed in a game you're losing in Hoover, do you have to miss the first game of the regional?
Well, for head coaches, there's usually not a 1-game suspension unless they do something egregious enough for the umps to agree on that. So like assistant coach player, totally different story. Like every time we saw Frank get tossed, he'd miss the next game, because that's the rule for assistant coaches. I believe the rule hasn't changed to where head coaches are still just 1 game and you're fine the next time out, unless you really ticked off the umpires and they're like, no, you deserve to be suspended again. So Elander should be fine.
Any thoughts on what would be a favorable regional for Tennessee?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously you see there's some places you don't want to go, but I know Tennessee fans probably don't want to go to Hattiesburg, but I keep seeing that projection, Jack, and I'm thinking from a just make it out of to win the regional standpoint, is like, there are worse places to go.
I totally agree. And you've been there before. You've done it. I know there's not players on this team that were a part of that team, but as coaches and just as a program, you've watched it. You've seen it happen here recently. I wouldn't be too, upset about that. And Southern Miss, obviously not an SEC team or ACC team. They're not going to be as battle tested. North Carolina has been a perennial power, so that one scares me a bit. Florida State, obviously well coached. The Link Jarrett, coach team is always going to be a good one. Georgia Tech, the highest ranked team of the 4 we're talking about here. Yes, in a way, they could be the scariest, but it's also a team that hasn't won a regional in a very long time. And it feels, which again, Ryan Shepard made this great comparison, feels like Clemson in 23, to where it's an ACC team that had one of its better years in program history in recent memory, and is hosting as among the top seeds in the nation. Get upset by a Tennessee team that could pitch really well, starting to come around hitting the baseball. There's a lot of comparisons to be drawn there, and I think Georgia Tech's lack of postseason success could be a positive for Tennessee going there if that's what ends up happening.
You talk about scary places to go, and maybe I'm looking at this through, as we say around here, Jack, orange flavored glasses. But I think that Tennessee has got to be scary to all of these teams, whether it's Georgia Tech, UCLA, whoever. Like, nobody wants to see Tennessee coming in as the number 2 team in their regional.
No, not at all. I mean, with Coons and Blanco and how this team has been hitting, of course, this is a nightmare 2-seed scenario for these teams. So, really the thing about Tennessee, if Mac is back, obviously gives them a much better chance to win a regional, but regional is going to be tough to win if Mac is gone because of this pitching depth. Like, that's just really scary. You can win 2 games all day long, but to get out of it a 3rd and 4th game like that, it's going to be tough. I almost feel like Tennessee is better equipped to win a super regional against the top. I don't even care. Make it the number 1 overall team than a 4-game regional against 15 or 16 seed. It's crazy to think that, but it might be true.
I said the same thing last week. If Mac comes back and Tennessee gets out of the regional, I kind of like Tennessee to go to Omaha. It's a big if, a couple of big ifs, getting through the regional and then getting Landon Mack back. But if both of those things happen, I kind of lean towards that being my prediction. So going to be an interesting couple of weeks here. Great stuff, Jack. Anything else before we let you run?
No, you just mentioned the Omaha, which, feels wild compared to how we felt after, especially the LSU series a month and a half ago. But this offense just has to stay, remain steady, continue to do what it's doing. I haven't forgotten game 1 and 2 in Lexington. Like, that team can still exist. We just, you just can't have it happen again. It has to keep this train rolling, and Tennessee should be in good shape in the postseason.
All right, good stuff. Jack Foster, Rocky Top Insider. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack Foster getting it done. Where will the RTI private jet be headed? Do they have a big enough airfield in Hattiesburg to land that sucker? It's like Air Force One over there. Double deck in there, and all the comms rooms and everything.
Yeah, that's not framed properly. That is not us.
Oh,
no.
That's not what I hear. But
these guys have a travel budget, but it's modest.
Hey, man,
a lot of juice boxes on the trip.
That Motel 6 ain't going to sell itself out. Stay with us. The Drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel, and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Blackford veteran.
Week is South Carolina. A lot of speculation that Kevin Schnall, the head coach at Coastal Carolina, could be getting set to make the move from Myrtle Beach to Columbia. Of course, Schnall was the only other candidate that we're pretty sure that was publicly reported that interviewed with Tennessee.
Right.
When Tony left, I think they kicked the tires there, decided, we're not going to do this, or just go ahead and announce Elander. But good things come to those who wait, I suppose, and it seems like Schnall, pretty good chance that he could be in the league next year.
Yeah, that's the debate. You and I were talking about it during the break is, he just got Coastal to the championship of the College World Series last season. South Carolina is a shambles at this point. Boy, it would take a lot of money, and not just money to him. If I were Schnall, it'd be money into the program too, for players.
Yeah, and he's probably in the position to make some of those demands. And, again, you're talking about NIL, because the revenue split is the revenue split. You get what you get in these baseball programs. I don't think there are any programs that are giving substantially more in terms of their revenue split. You're talking about NIL money, and if I'm Schnall and, what does the head coach at South Carolina make? $1 million, 1.3, 1.5, something like that.
Yeah, Maneri made, they say 1.3.
If I'm Schnall, I'm like, hey, go ahead and give me a nice $300,000-$400,000 raise from wherever I'm at. That's nice, moving expenses. We'll get a better house and all that stuff. But take the rest and let's go, whatever that is, a couple $100,000. This is not football. Everybody's on a scholarship now, so a $100,000 NIL deal is huge in that sport. Hey, let's take a couple $100,000 and go find a couple of difference makers, big time arm, big time bat, and help jumpstart this program. Because you're right. I mean, if they're not going to do that, if there's not a substantial commitment to baseball, he might be better off staying where he's at.
Yeah. I mean, just in this era, man, it's I know Dan Fitzgerald's another name that comes up from Kansas. That one makes a little more sense to me. If I'm him, I'd be certainly willing to listen. He's got a higher price tag based on what he's making right now. But, man, South Carolina, it's wild, right? I mean, what they've become.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fan base that loves their baseball.
Did you guys see the San Francisco radio host, Matt Nahigian, I believe is his name? He's with 95.7 The Game there in the Bay Area, tweeted out the following. I don't know why I get the feeling that if Tony Vitello could snap his fingers and go back to Tennessee without any repercussions, I think he would.
We'd take him.
Yeah, I was like, we would let him do that. Put it back just the way it was, huh?
We miss you, Tony. Russ made sandwiches.
They won their series. They won 2 of 3 against the A's in Sacramento. I watched some of their series. So, I mean, they're scuffling. They're not playing great baseball, but they're not they're not doing whatever the Red Sox are doing out there, or fill in the blank with whoever you want. The Rockies.
Yeah.
Although I think they're just a game or two ahead of the Rockies.
Yeah, I think their record's 20-27 right now. They just can't, they string some wins together, but then they'll fall, into a slump again. And it's tough. And their best pitchers, Walker, isn't Logan Webb on the DL?
Yeah, Logan Webb is hurt. I don't know how bad that was, but not very good for them.
Not good, Bob.
No.
What do you guys make of this controversy? I'm sure you've seen some of the tweets, the discussion online. There is a segment of Titans fans. We talked about this news broke Friday. Ramon Foster is going to be the color guy for the Titans. He's going to go join Taylor Zarzur. Yeah. And from my understanding is he will be leaving the Vol Network to take that job. So opening over there, Mike Keith, if you want to apply, Walker. There's a lot of Titans fans who
don't like it.
Yeah, and I saw somebody, it was our boy Chad Withrow, I think, phrased it the best. He said, look, like everybody loves Ramon Foster. He's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
People and he'll do a good job if he does take that job. But
he has no tie to the Titans.
He's not a Titan.
No, I said it on Friday. I thought it was odd.
Yeah.
He spent his whole career in Pittsburgh. This would make total sense if he was taking the job with Steelers radio network. Total sense. They love him up Big Ragu. They love him up there.
Bob, is that a problem if you're a Titans fan in the mid-state, or is it just about who can do the best job?
Well, clearly that's how looks like how they're approaching it. I do think I've been really.
Who's the Colts radio team? Do you know?
Well, for a while it was Mark Herman as the commentator who played with the Colts way back when. I don't know who they have now, but they've always been really, adamant about putting a former Colt in there.
Well, most teams are, aren't they?
Yeah, most teams are. I was trying to think. I'm sure there's a couple of teams that have players. Well, baseball for sure it happens. Honestly, they have baseball. There's announced teams that have guys that are not affiliated.
Don Sutton for so long with the Braves.
Yeah, it happens a lot in baseball, but it's really strained my brain to figure out if there's been one I can remember in the NFL.
Obviously so many more games in baseball. Football it's a personal thing. I know that there was a lot of people saying like Kevin Dyson is in that area, Eddie George. And then Taylor Lewan was the one that kind of, and if I was the Titans and I was wanting to make a splash, I would get both of those guys to do it, Compton and Lewan, and just do the busting with the boys. Because the truth of the matter is, in a day and age where you can watch all these games on your phone,
right?
I can't imagine many people are listening to the radio broadcasts. I'm a radio junkie. I don't listen a ton. If I'm in my car, I'll pull it up and everything, but I would be much more inclined to give I don't know. It might be a disaster. Maybe you need a good old fashioned play-by-play voice in there, but I feel like that would add an entertainment level that nobody's really tried it, right? An outside the box radio pairing for play-by-play.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's what I would have done.
I bet you try and listen Titans, if you're out running around, obviously on the radio, just it
was a hard listen this year. That's no shot at Taylor. He did fine, but it was a rough year.
I always like hearing Lucas do his update stuff.
It's a rough year. All right. Setting up a big third and final hour. We'll see if we can nail the dismount here for you. Fan Run Radio. If you want to chime in, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a ring at 865-966-3435, 966-3435. Your phone number to get on board. All up for grabs. We'll go open lines the rest of the way. Tennessee baseball. You want to talk about the series this weekend at Oklahoma. You want to talk about the SEC tournament this week in Hoover. We could do that. And see where the NBA playoffs conference finals are set. I wonder if Walker will have an update for us on that coming up here next. The Cavs and Knicks.
Let's go Knickerbockers.
I'm sure the folks in the NBA front offices and on Madison Avenue are hoping the Knickerbockers can get in there.
They would love that. That would be.
Who's on the other side? Oklahoma City and
Spurs.
San Antonio, which is probably the actual finals.
Do you think the NBA, do they have a preference who wins that series?
I think they'd rather the Spurs win because Victor Wembanyama. They would love to have Victor Wembanyama in the finals because he's just a superstar.
SGA is a superstar, but
it's not the same as Wemby.
It's a different
weird.
narrative.
It doesn't connect the same, does it?
Well, it's a different narrative because it's less about him being a superstar, more about people just don't like the way SGA plays basketball, which like he's a really, really good player. It's just
Is
lot
he the new
of
James Harden.
Yeah,
he's mastered what James Harden kind of invented.
Different kind of thing. We always called Zach Edey a foul merchant. SGA is like
the same
thing, the master of it. I mean,
that Wemby's kind of got that eighth wonder of the world kind of thing. He's so damn tall.
A little bit of a freak show vibe there.
Yeah,
On the
giant green.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up. It's Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station. We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say-it-loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station. Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen. For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio. Get some.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you. Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything: sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Monday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning into The Drive alongside Bob Baskerville and Bear. We've got Walker Smith with today's Top 5 at 5, brought to you by TMG Fest. Coming up Saturday in Hardin Valley. Walker, hit it.
At number 1, baseball coach Josh Elander said today that freshman Cam Appenzeller will make his second career start at the SEC tournament on Tuesday against South Carolina. His first start was against West Georgia on April 28th, where he pitched just 1 innings with 2 strikeouts. Elander also noted that Landon Mack will be on the active roster in Hoover.
Yeah, very interesting week for Tennessee baseball. And had this thought while we were talking to Jack, like, is it an opportunity for Cam Appenzeller to, who's had some rough outings, a little bit better against Oklahoma, did give up 1 long home run there, but, against South Carolina, man, if he could go out there and give us 5 or 6 innings of quality pitching, save the bullpen, maybe even win the game, like, you got to think that would be huge for his confidence heading into the NCAA tournament.
Did we see Krenzel at all this weekend?
He's going to have to.
I don't think so.
No. I know you and Walker are pretty adamant about, you guys are kind of out on him, aren't you, Bob?
I'll be honest, I did not look through. I watched the end of the third game, and it looked like we might be able to steal it, but I did not watch that game closely. I think I watched the beginning and the end, so he might have come in there in the middle, but he did not.
No. So we didn't see him once this weekend?
Did we hit anybody this weekend?
I'd have to go back and
that might be the first
scores.
weekend we hadn't plunked anybody.
Oh, I'm sure we hit somebody.
It just doesn't feel like a Tennessee series unless somebody wears one.
Will Haas, in his one third of an inning, he hit a batter right before the rain, the weather delay.
Oh, it was Friday night.
Doink.
Do Haas.
Yeah, what are you going to do? The ball's wet. Sometimes it slips out of your hand. At number 2.
We used to have a lot with our team.
Well, yeah.
Ahead, sorry.
At number 2, Tennessee had 3 players earn SEC postseason recognition this afternoon as the league announced its annual awards and all-conference teams. Sophomore Tegan Coons was tabbed an all-SEC second-team selection as a starter, while the duo of Trent Grinlinger and Cam Appenzeller garnered SEC all-freshman team accolades.
I think if you're looking ahead to next year, you want to see Levi Clark on this list. You'd like to see Blaine Brown take a big step and be on this list. I think he does have that kind of potential. Obviously, Appenzeller, Landon Mack coming back, guys that might have potential, but when you look at Tennessee's struggles, whatever they've been this season, look at that list, and you'll see why Tennessee's 15-15 instead of where they've been accustomed to being the past couple of seasons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I feels like, though, we don't normally have that many people on the all-freshman team because under Tony, they'd always
haven't had to rely on them
year.
too much. No.
So it's good to see that at least if we're missing out on the all-conference guys, the young guys we have are top of the conference type of young guys.
Boy, how good is Grinlinger?
He's the man. And his little brother might be better.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get him.
Probably not.
Mature beyond his years, and I think Grinlinger is draft eligible sophomore as well. So next year will be his last year, assuming we're able to hold on to him. But obviously, that's a guy you build the lineup around next year.
Mm-hmm. He should be that 2 or 3 hole type of hitter, build around it. At number 3, Lady Vols softball will host a super regional for the 4th straight season, the longest stretch in program history. They will now welcome SEC foe Georgia to Rocky Top this week, with the Bulldogs victorious in the Athens Regional, and they will play for a chance to make it back to Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series.
Okay.
They are absolutely the Oregon of women's softball when you talk about uniforms. I can't keep track of, like, anytime I was flipping on.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I love their orange on orange look.
Yeah,
the little Lady Vol blue in there, but when they break out the
full on Columbia blues,
yeah.
I mean, they got no exaggeration. They've got like 10 different uniform combos. I bet.
I support it. Saw the Pickens girl was back to her usual dominating self.
She's just the best softball pitcher in America. It's just
they have no pitching concerns, unlike the men. It's their bats that seem to betray them.
I mean, if we could just make a living off just using 3 or 4 pitchers the way they can, we'd be fine in baseball.
Yeah.
It's a much healthier throwing motion.
Much healthier. A lot easier
you don't
on
see
the
those,
elbow.
They don't get the same kind of injuries, do they?
No, it's just throwing like the way softball pitching motion underhand. It's just so much less stress on your
Maybe
arm.
somebody should try doing that. Underhand baseball pitcher.
Well, that's what the submarine ballers kind of try to do. It's just when you have rise balls, they just
What if they do that with a
trajectory
baseball?
up.
Who was the guy for the 8? Was it Bradford? His
Chad
knuckles would
Bradford.
be scraping the ground.
Yep.
What's the guy's name? Played for the Pirates back in the Tekulve.
Kent Tekulve.
He came from way down low.
Was Quisenberry a side armor too?
I think
With the
so.
Royals.
Love me a good submarine baller.
Watched a 10-minute expose on the Necro Brothers this weekend. It was
nice.
The stuff they would do to a baseball is incredible.
It's good stuff. At number 4, the NBA Conference Finals are set and begin tonight with an incredible matchup between the Thunder and Spurs that tips off at 8:30 on NBC this evening. The Knicks and Cavaliers will begin their series in New York tomorrow night.
So I'll start paying a little bit more attention to these two series.
Get the Victor Wembanyama experience.
All right, Bear, name a non-Wemby Spur.
Ooh.
A non-Wemby Spur? That's not even fair.
There's some
I think it's fair.
There's a lot
it's
of
the
names
conference
you'd know.
finals. It's happening as a huge deal. And we've done this before.
It's the Final Four of the NBA.
Spurs. Donovan Mitchell. No, he's
Not
on the
fair.
Cavs,
Nope.
right?
Literally
he's on the
played last
Cavs.
night. Yes.
Yep.
Any SEC players in there?
Yep.
Yes.
Which SEC?
I think 6th man of the year.
A couple Kentucky guys. You got a Vandy boy.
I'll say one of them.
Vandy boy.
Was one
Pippen
of them not
Jr.?
all conference guy?
Nope.
No.
A couple of Kentucky guys.
He's so good when he was there.
Hold on. I'm trying to think here, buddy. A couple of
Please,
Kentucky
think
guys.
harder.
I mean, you're talking underneath me.
Focus,
Not
Bear.
helping me.
Focus. Come on. Lock in.
Shut up!
Nope.
No, it's gone
Got
now.
nothing.
I had one on the tip of my
yeah.
brain.
Kelly Olynyk plays for them.
I've never
evidently.
heard of that person.
Luke, yes, you have. The dude from the Celtics with the headband and everything who played at Gonzaga.
Oh,
Luke-
had the 70s stash.
Luke, I don't think he has a mustache. Luke Cornett, 7-footer from Vandy.
Really?
Keldon Johnson, De'Aaron Fox from Kentucky.
Stephon Castle on the UConn's
Yeah.
championship team a few years
De'Aaron
ago.
Fox is the one I was reaching for.
Yep.
Harrison Barnes, North Carolina on that team.
They're really good.
I'll do better with the Knickerbockers, Russ.
Justin Champagne.
Do we want to do the Knicks right now?
Jumpang. Jalen Brunson.
No, please continue.
Okay. And at number 5, a 14-year-old boy stole and drove a bus for the 3rd time in 6 months in Sweden. Police pulled him over driving on the highway with no one else on board. After he was stopped, police said that this same kid had stolen a bus earlier this year and also back in November. He drove the bus for 3 hours before returning on his first joyride, but was caught during the past 2 attempts. He has now been taken by the police and child welfare services.
I mean, if you're going to steal something, a bus is pretty cool.
The kid just wants to drive, man. They need to find, this could be a budding Formula One star or even just a good bus driver candidate down the road.
There you go.
Good bus driver candidate.
Channel this into positive is what I say about this young man. Do you not know anybody? Like, we all had that friend that he would just
Just like to drive.
Yeah.
I like to drive. Get out on the open road.
I threw
wind
my
in your face. Just go.
I threw my dad's car into drive when I was a little kid. He was in the store.
Oh no! What happened?
Well, fortunately, I think he saw it. He came running out. It also, there were like holes there. It just kind of went up. And back then you had big metal bumpers. And when I put it in drive, it's not like it revved up. It just kind of idled into the poles.
Rolled into the poles. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you think about grabbing the wheel, doing something?
No, I don't know what I was doing. It was, the tree shifter.
Little Bobby Baskerville.
Yeah.
Messing with stuff.
That was bad news.
Now, we go on joy rides in my neighborhood.
I was just sitting in the passenger seat. That was like absolutely moronic behavior now that I think about it.
I remember when the first guy in our friend group turned 16, Benji.
He had the most popular guy in the group.
I think he had I can't remember if he had a Camry or a Corolla or something like that. And we went out riding. Oh man.
Freedom.
It was just great. Kids today, it's so weird. They don't want to drive.
I don't understand that. I really don't. I
was counting down the years.
I turned 16.
16, yeah.
I got my driver's license.
Too.
Like I drove to school that morning of my birthday.
See, where I grew up, it was 16 in 1 month.
What?
You had to wait for a month after your 16th birthday before you could get your license.
Doesn't seem fair.
Probably to just
to mess with the kids.
Just to slow down the anxiousness to do it.
You could get what was called a hardship license here, technically, and start driving. I think at 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm. I knew a couple people with those.
I think my sister had one of those. She's a terrible driver.
Watched some good dash cam, police body cam videos.
Your favorite
this weekend? Yeah, went down that rabbit hole. There's some good stuff out there, man. A lot of crazy people out there. A lot of bad people doing bad things.
I watched Indy 500 crashes.
It's dangerous.
Those are dangerous.
Thank you, Walker. Top 5 at 5 brought to you by TMG Fest. Coming up Saturday at the Hardin Valley Event Center. Of course, we'll be broadcasting there live Friday following the Basilio show. Tony will be there from 11 to 1. We'll be there from 3 until 6. The TMG Fest is Saturday, featuring barbecue samples, live music, a smoke-off competition, 15 barbecue teams from around the country, as far away as California, Texas, the Carolinas. Ribs and chicken wing categories for smoking competition. Kids 12 and under are free. Get your tickets at tmgfest.com. It's going to be outstanding. 15 pit masters from across the country. Cannot wait to sample some of those smoked meats.
I'm a little jealous.
I'm also a little jealous.
Well, you guys can rearrange your schedule. Yeah, I mean,
you had to take your annual vacation with the boys, Walker. As you described it to me earlier.
I do.
Well, how'd you word it?
Me and the boys are going to the beach.
Yeah.
Going to the beach with the fellas?
Yep.
No ladies?
Nope. Well, yes. One of my friends is bringing his girlfriend. We're going to see how that's going to go.
Whoa. You are allowing that?
Look, man, it's a weird situation. I'm not going to go into it. Not going to put
weird now.
I'm not going to put my friend on blast on the air here. It is a situation that we are monitoring closely, and we are going to see how it goes.
Do any of the other dudes going with you have girlfriends that they're leaving at home?
Yes.
What about accommodations? Everybody in the same joint, or what is it a house?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you'll be sick of her.
It's Airbnb.
48 hours, you guys are not her boyfriend are going to be so sick of listening to her.
That's not very nice.
Big Dog in West.
No, it's not, but it's the damn truth.
She might be the one that picks up and cooks and stuff like that.
All right. That
could be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Dog in West Tennessee. Big Dog in West Tennessee asked, "Will there be a hot tub?"
No, there'll be a pool. I'm sure we might find a hot tub
Can you get in a pool with the fellas, Bear, or is that too questionable as well?
No, I mean, don't be silly.
Don't be silly. I wouldn't want to be silly about this. No. So how small does the body of water have to be before it's weird?
A hot tub.
A hot tub?
Hot tub size. Yeah, that and
There's
it's
some big hot
the
tubs out
size
there.
and the temperature.
What's wrong with the temperature?
And temperature of the water.
What does it do?
Small,
Why is it different?
hot body of water. I don't know. Hot tubs are just not something I get into with dudes. We don't have to go back over this. I'm more interested in talking about Walker and his buddy's girlfriend. Because I'm telling you right now,
that's not
the girlfriend, hear
we
me
don't
out,
talk about
the
this.
girlfriend that demands that her boyfriend take her on
That
the
is not
guy's
what
trip
happened.
is
Not what
not
happened.
the one that's
That is
going to be
not what
picking up
happened.
clothes
That is
or
not what
making
happened.
Gentlemen,
breakfast.
please.
I just don't like
Would you
slander.
get in the hot tub if it's
Quit
like
talking over me.
it's like Walker and Walker's buddy and his girlfriend? So it's you, two other dudes, and a girl. How many girls? What does the girl to guy ratio have to be for you to get into the hot tub?
Have to be 1-to-1. You don't want to be the dude sitting there without the. What are you talking about?
Wait, you want to?
Surely you're not this dumb.
Not this
It's
dumb.
not dumb.
I don't know.
Not dumb
Maybe I
wasn't the
am.
right word.
Dumb apparently is
You-
in the
you
eye of
wanna-
the beholder in this conversation.
So you want to be the only dude without a girl, and you're just hanging out in the hot tub with your buddies and their girlfriends? That sounds like a great time to me, Russell.
I mean, I can get along with that. Like you seem to have an issue with like any woman being present in any situation.
No, I don't.
I can get along with the ladies.
I can get along with them too, but
It doesn't
you're
sound
talking
like
about you're talking about a guy's trip where one person in the friend group has decided to bring their girlfriend. That just never works out, man.
Never works out. What is a case test scenario in which it did not work out?
I'm not gonna like Walker. I'm not gonna down any of my friends and their, some current wives, some former wives. We told you, Steve.
So I'm having trouble squaring this in my mind because you don't get into the hot tub because it's a bunch of dudes, but you don't want any girls coming on the dude trip.
He just doesn't like hot tubs.
No, I don't like hot tubs. And
Is this
dude
on the
trip
list?
to the
Hot
beach
tubs on the list?
Prominently.
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
God.
good. Make sure.
What about did we talk about this last? What about a steam room or a sauna?
Yeah, it came up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we're rehashing something.
I just couldn't remember. I just didn't.
And you're misrepresenting what I'm saying.
Who, me?
Oh yeah.
How am I
It's not
misrepresenting?
the first time you've done it, and you've kind of made a career out of it at this point.
Just don't get mad. What did I say? Represent yourself properly.
I'm not getting in a hot tub with a dude
we got
and
that.
his girlfriend. That's weird to me.
It has to be a 1-to-1 guy. There has to be a girl specifically for Bear.
Well, yeah, or else it's just kind of creepy, I think. That and hot tubs are cesspools.
You shouldn't drink the water. I will.
You can get chlamydia in a hot tub.
All right. 865-966-3435.
Throwing it
We'll
out
take
there.
a quick time out. We'll come right back. Roberto, hang there. You'll have the floor when we continue next on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2 and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pit masters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, you get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage your fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. TMGFest.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up.
Coastal Vol says, I thought Russians loved the sauna. Not sure 396 says, you can't get an STD from a hot tub, Bear.
Yeah, I knew that, but I knew that if I mentioned the C word, you'd shut it down, and I was tired of talking.
I've got one more before we hit to the phone lines. I do this every year during the Sweet 16, NCAA tournament Sweet 16. I gather up with some of my buddies up in Louisville, good friend of ours, and it's kind of a boys thing, but we hang out at his place. We stay at his place because it's big enough. And we went out, hit some bars and stuff, and his wife joined us. Just his wife. It was all guys.
One wife with, like, what are we talking about, 5 or 6 dudes?
4 guys.
4 guys. Okay.
Okay.
Does that skeeve you out, Bear?
No, I mean, I've got it honestly depends on the wife, too.
This is a stunning reversal from last segment.
Well, no.
What do you mean, well, no? Yes, you're saying the exact opposite of what you're saying 5 minutes ago.
No, I'm really not.
What do you mean, no?
Because everything to you is, when it comes to me, is it's just absolute black and white. You've got me under an electron microscope. You're just trying to find something that you can add to some dumbass list or some other way of making fun
together.
of me. I'm holding it together. I'm holding it together fine.
We'll get Roberto.
I'm totally cool
in here. Roberto, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Bear sounds totally fine to me. I mean, sounds totally fine.
Yes.
Actually, I kind of agree with him. I think his assessment is actually correct, and that is any guy who brings his girlfriend, that girlfriend ain't picking up nothing, Russ. That is the truth. He is right about that.
There's a big difference between Bob and his middle-aged buddies bringing one of their wives and Walker being, what, 22? Or are you 23 now?
I'm 25, man.
Oh, yeah, you look young to me. Everybody looks 22 to me. I'm old.
You guys are all generalizing and acting like all these women, whether they're younger or older, are all the same. Females are like dudes. They come in different shapes, sizes,
Walker,
attitudes, and opinions.
What is it, Roberto?
I have a question. I understand that this is I understand it's a touchy situation. It sounds like it. But do you know that this friend of yours won't be your friend within a year if he stays with this girl?
No, that's not
what happens every time.
I don't believe that's the case. I do not believe that's the case.
Okay. Mark my words. Happened with me twice. Buddies brought girlfriends on trips. Next thing you know, they get married. Next thing you know, you're not allowed to talk to them anymore. Generally speaking, not just me.
Is there potential for a relationship disintegration on this trip?
No, I really don't think
that would
so.
be great.
We don't
break
need,
up.
Oh, yeah.
It'd
be wonderful for the other dudes
we don't need
wanting to have fun on a beach trip.
It wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened on one of these beach trips.
You might be able to pick her up.
We don't want. No. No, we're
Score on the rebound.
We don't
Walker,
need
are
that.
you staying at the girls' parents' beach house? Is that what's going on?
No. We all chipped in.
Oh, well,
on Airbnb.
I mean, that would be an acceptable.
She doesn't trust her boyfriend, Roberto. We know what's going on.
That's not the case. It's not the case. It's all blasphemy.
All right, boys. Baseball, proud of them. They ended well. Again, when you're going to beat them up when they're playing like crap, you got to give them flowers, as I've said before. They did great. What a great couple weekends they put together here in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm really proud of them. Kentucky being a notable exception. That probably cost them, honestly, a regional. I heard you guys talking. I mean, I've seen them in the West Virginia regional today, actually. I didn't hear that one mentioned in your talk with Jack. Would you guys take the West Virginia regional right now and run with it?
Yes, I saw that one, Roberto. I would agree.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
them.
I was going to say, I guess so, just based on the fact that I don't know much about them, which is probably a good thing.
See how they did against Arizona
They
State.
play like Kentucky. They're like Kentucky, but maybe not quite as good in my opinion. But they don't have a dominant ace. But they knock it around. They steal bases. They're very annoying.
So they kind of like Oklahoma was that way, honestly.
Kentucky's
except for having that big maple guy who I wanted to just chop down. I hated that. Oh, did anybody ever figure out why he went after
Blanco?
Oh boy, Blanco! Like it didn't seem like Blanco said anything. He just kind of like thumped his fist and started walking. The guy started meeting him at the damn dugout. What the hell was that?
Blanco was saying something.
I'm sure he might have even just exhaled something after the third strike because he struck out the side, if you recall. And I just think, Evan was he's
he almost had a
feeling
perfect ending.
Yeah. That kid was probably frustrated, but I loved. That's what I was saying to Jack. I love the fact that Blanco. That's what we want to see is a little of that barking back, and that's the edge, man. That's what we said has been.
Well, then
missing.
Elander went out and barked at the official or the umpires too.
Yep.
That I think it was in the same game. This team's getting a little bit of fire to them right at the right time. They're hitting the baseball. I think, have we moved into the top 5 or 6 in the nation in home runs now? I haven't checked it this week, but I mean, God, we've hit 38 home runs in the last 2.5 weeks.
We are 7th nationally in home runs with 109.
Yeah. I think we were at 7. Yeah. Wow. I nailed that number 38. Cause we were at 71 a couple weeks ago and we were ranked 17th in the country. I mean, that's a meteoric rise. If we can do that, pitching be damned, we can win some games, but Landon Mack has to come back or this team has no shot because we do not have a bullpen. Take care, boys.
I would certainly agree with that. We've talked about this several times, and people have been really hard on the new pitching coach, Josh Reynolds. And the pitching, I think, does have to improve. What happened with the bullpen this year is just unacceptable. But you look at the pitching statistics. Tennessee is 6th nationally in walks per 9 innings. They're 45th in ERA, which isn't great, but they're 10th in WHIP at 1.26. It's the hitting statistics that have to get fixed if Tennessee is going to be Tennessee again. The Vols hit 277 this year. That's 156th nationally. They were 204th nationally in on-base percentage. We all know how important that statistic is. 7th in home runs, ended up being pretty good there. But, I mean, this program is built on power bats and power arms. And they're going to have to go and find some of those in the transfer portal, and they're going to have to do it without Tony Vitello for the first time ever, or, in this modern era of Tennessee baseball. And I don't know if they can do that. I hope they can, but that's what's going to have to happen this offseason if we're going to have a different conversation about, where Tennessee fits in a regional and stuff like that next year.
It's just there's such a line of demarcation. We had such a poor start to the season. Then once we really started getting into conference play, the bats picked up.
Seeing this I don't know, maybe it is breaking news worthy, but we're not going to go to the desk. Florida today announces
Go Gator.
Dr. Stuart Bell has been unanimously recommended by UF's Presidential Search Committee as the sole finalist for consideration by the Board of Trustees to serve as the University of Florida's 14th president. He is the former president at Alabama. So how do you like this guy? Alabama and Florida?
Roll down Tide. Go Gator.
It's like our two worst worlds colliding all in one. To quote Doc Holliday from Tombstone, have you seen it yet, Walker?
Nope, didn't watch it. It was a busy weekend.
I hate him.
Dang.
Not you. I'm talking this guy.
Oh,
I hate him. That's the
okay.
quote from Doc Holliday. He said, I hate him. Yes, I'm sure of it. I hate him.
Go Gator. Roll down Tide.
I mean, this guy, how do you end up at both?
I don't know. You just a lot of bad luck, I guess.
Down on your luck.
I don't know. Yeah, that's not good.
No, not good.
Did you guys see the comments? Always read the comments from Rick Barnes today as Tennessee announces the signing of Atlantic 10 big man Christian Furman. It's like these comments that he says. We are happy to welcome Christian to the Tennessee basketball family. He is a special young man who has battle-tested on the court and is a proven winner. Christian possesses natural leadership skills and can light up any room with his energy and enthusiasm. He will really fit our culture as a person, in addition to bringing the size, length, and defensive versatility we were searching for. Christian has shown the impact he can make as a shot blocker, but he also has a unique blend of skill and feel offensively. We are confident he will adapt quickly to our style of play at both ends of the floor.
I mean, we were asking for one more big man. It just feels like him and the transfer from Kennesaw State, Lou, they're probably going to be fighting for that third or fourth big rotation spot, along with maybe the Washington kid freshman.
Get you excited, Bob?
Sure. Yeah, I'm definitely
big Christian
excited.
Furman.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general about it.
Well, that too.
Yeah, I'm fine with Furman. I mean, again, I feel like we've kind of hit it out of the park on so many other pickups that, and we finally missed towards the end on, Flavor eBay and some of these other guys that we thought were going to possibly be coming through and they didn't. So I just wanted to fill out the roster. So now we know.
If we're debating the quality of literally the last guy on the roster,
we're in a good spot.
Good roster. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
We're not questioning anyone really 1 through 8. Just like, when are we going to play them? Not if we can play them.
Yep.
Yeah.
865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show, 966-3435. If you want to chime in here as we head into the stretch run of another stellar edition. So we had the Preakness over the weekend.
Yeah.
A horse won.
Yeah, I was going to say once so-and-so was not going to run and that ended the pursuit of a Triple Crown, I check out. I got no interest.
That sucks about the fact that horses just don't run for the Triple Crown anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
You want to force them to?
It's just not worth it for them anymore. Like, they make so much money after winning the Kentucky Derby.
I think the horses started getting a little vocal about this.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
They're going to strike.
Yeah. It's like just going to pay me more, give me more votes.
The gun goes off and they just kind of amble
yeah.
out of the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take our time today. Flip the jockey off her back. Shout out to at Tampa Vol in the YouTube chat, says Tennessee men's golf team is playing in the NCAA tournament this week in Texas, May 18th through the 20th. Then he says that you guys should interview Jackson the Fridge Harrington after the tournament. That's the guy who played in the Masters for us.
It's a good idea.
Big Dog, West Tennessee, says Rory is the LeBron of the PGA Tour. That's actually a really good comparison. An all-time great player, but just kind of a whiny ass at times.
I think it's kind of insulting to Rory, but
Jonesy 404 says, I don't know how Josh can refill the patience tank for fans. Well, you can't refill the patience. There is no patience tank anymore. There's no tank. All these things are electric vehicles right now. There is no tank for not just Tennessee, but any college fan base anymore. All coaches are going to be expected to win immediately, except for the most extreme of circumstances.
I feel like everybody's kind of calmed down on him since he's kind of righted the ship and we're going to make postseason play. I feel like we all knew it was going to be rough.
We're talking about Heupel.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Elander.
Let's get DR Vol in here. DR, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry about that, guys. When an attorney calls, you got to answer because it's $82.50 whether you talk or not. I had to get my money's worth.
Oh, well, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
So, Bear, you said you get chlamydia in a hot tub. Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, you can't. I knew you couldn't, but I wanted to say I knew if I said that, Russell would do is, what do you do? All right. Let's move on to something else.
That right there is why my headphones died. I was actually at Hot Works. It's a sauna you work out in, 126 degrees. And my headphones had to die right before Bear said that with two other women in there. So I appreciate you, Bear.
No problem.
What about the hot sauna, Bear? Would you get in there and do a little hot yoga in the sauna? I've done that. That's great, man. I love that. Hot Works, outstanding.
I've done hot yoga before. Back before I was all broke down.
I don't know if DR is still there. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's still there.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
Oh, Russ, I missed hour one. So how did you hold up graduation? You know, I had to go speak at one on Friday, and I thought about you. Graduations are top three most depressing things I've went through. It's awful.
It was, I wouldn't go, I mean, it's weird, man. Graduations are weird when you're not in them. You know, I was sitting up there next to my dad, and I asked him, because, my dad had several graduations, and I was like, Dad, do you remember anything about your graduate? And he's like, no, not really. I was like, neither do I. I don't remember anything about my high school or college, like literally nothing. So I don't know. They tell you, oh, it's so important. And I guess it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't in the grand scheme of things. So the good news, we walked in there and the stadium was in the shade. So I was up there in the shade. That was all I really cared about. And it was fine. Why is graduation depressing to you?
I don't know, man. Everybody's crying. It's like, and I don't know. I know where I went to school with, like 75% of the people I graduated with, that was their high point in life. And then you got 10% dead within 5 years, and then 20% on drugs within 2 years. I don't know. I felt bad for the parents because, they know, like, I'm getting old. And I thought about my daughter. She'll be in 8th grade next year. I thought, God, I'll be here before I know it.
I do like the overly optimistic and somewhat / very naive valedictorian speeches. The world is full of possibilities for them. They're going to go out there and I'm like, yeah, get back to me here in about 20 years, kid, when life's beating you down. Then we'll talk about how optimistic and how you're going to change the world and all that stuff.
That's right. Last week you were wishing to graduate, and next year you'll be wishing the Lord would take you now. I saw a meme about that, talking about high school seniors, like, go ahead and smile. There's not going to be anything to be smiling about here in a minute. And that's a lot of truth to that. That's when it all started.
Good Lord, DR. I mean, people are driving home right now. It's drive time, and you're just bringing everybody down to their knees.
Just telling the truth.
I'm just trying to be realistic, Russ, because what you said is what I thought about the overly optimistic speech. No, that's true. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. What are we going to be optimistic about? Our quarterback is a freshman that can't get a milkshake delivered.
It's tough.
And then what Bears alluded to, George, what has he got, a gluten allergy or something?
There's some kind of rumors he's got some kind of, he can't
celiac disease, I think was what's just, that was
he can't eat gluten.
Yeah.
It's just a rumor.
I don't even believe in gluten. How about that?
Yeah,
Don't believe in gluten.
That wasn't a thing.
Nobody talked about gluten in the 80s or 90s. We were all fine. Nobody had food
less
allergies.
than 1% of people actually have that disease. It's just a bunch of idiots say, "Oh, I can't eat gluten now."
My father-in-law has celiac disease.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
sorry.
No,
That's
he's one of the very small minority of the population. I don't have a problem.
You want to kill Bob's father-in-law now, Bear?
Here we
What's
go
wrong with
again. That's not what I said. It's these morons that act like they have celiac disease.
And Bear,
somebody
actually,
like Bob's father-in-law is suffering with it. Bet he wished he didn't have it.
Somebody pondered on the live chat. They were saying, would Bear get in a hot tub with Cody and a milkshake?
Why you read stuff like that, Bob?
That's
you don't have to read them
great
all.
question.
Well, that's from Hewitt Pruitt.
Just
We
a
like
couple
his-
of dudes
that
drinking
doesn't make it
milkshakes in the
better.
hot
that
tub.
moron, Hewitt Pruitt, really?
In the hot tub.
I will say this: if I was the only guy in a hot tub that didn't have a,
Oh.
kind of feel better than that.
Wait,
I
hold
feel like
on, hold on, DR. You broke up there. I know you're trying to nail the dismount here. Say that again.
No, I was kind of trying to defend Bear, something I rarely do. But being the only guy in the hot tub without a date, I'm not doing that. I feel like a cuck.
Exactly.
So, well, guys, that's all I got. I just want you to know I'm more depressed now than I was before the graduation. Just checking on you, Russ.
All right, sorry, DR. I don't know what to tell you. Were you depressed at grad? I was just like, I was depressed. It was emotional though. You're like, there's my baby girl. Like I
told you I was fine. I was like,
Yeah.
man, let's get this over until they did the landslide thing, that song, and
they didn't do musical accompaniment.
Well, they did a
What
lot.
the hell are they doing landslide for?
Did you not hear me at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, I didn't catch the name of the song.
Yeah,
I know it was a sad one. Landslide. They
I
really
know.
want you to turn on the waterworks, huh?
Yeah, not now.
Isn't that a breakup song?
Well,
It's
kind of.
about her granddaddy.
Yeah, they talk
It's not a
about
breakup
changes and all that stuff. So I kind of get it, but it's a beautiful song. It's sad, but it's a beautiful song. So whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh man, come on! And they did a really good job with it. The choir sounded on point. So
They had a choir singing it.
yeah, and some of the seniors that were graduating stepped up and were part of the choir. It was nice. It was
It
nice.
sounds like quite the production.
It
We
was
do it
quite
right
a
over at the
production.
web school in
Yeah,
Knoxville.
yeah. Walker would know. He's a real one.
Sounds like the rich kids camp on the original Meatballs movie. You knew exactly what I'm talking about.
I never saw
I
Meatballs.
have no idea what that is.
You never saw that, Bob?
I swear I
I've
didn't.
never seen Meatballs.
No.
With Bill Murray? It's a damn classic.
Nah, I never saw it. What's about summer camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Is it closely related to Porky's?
No.
I've never seen
even the
Porky's
same.
either.
Porky's is great.
Is it?
It was tremendous.
Yeah.
Okay.
12-year-old Bear loved it.
Coming up, the shocking conclusion of the drive. Speak now, forever hold your peace. 865-966-3435. Your phone number, 966-3435. Boy, I tell you what, the people in the YouTube chat are some
brain donors.
They are some damn. They're special. It's a special group in there. We love you though. We appreciate you. Stay with us. We're back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Tony Basilio, the official voice of the common fan, is now on Fan Run Radio. Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio, weekdays from 11 to 1. Be there.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Locate.
As we listen to Time of Your Life by Green Day with the yearbook team's photo collage playing on the big screen. That was my generation's go-to. That was the tearjerker at all the graduations and whatever.
I saw an article recently about that song. It's most people listen to it like that, but it's kind of a mean song. It's about a breakup. Nasty one at that.
It's an anthem.
Here's one, and I tied this into a post I did about my my daughter's last day of school last week rather, on Facebook. You familiar with the Semisonic song "Closing Time"?
Oh, yeah, never liked it.
No,
never been a big fan.
I liked it the first few times.
Are you about to tell me
like
it's
after working in bars?
Song you and your mother held dearly and.
No. I just love the last line. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Yeah.
Right. That was really the point of it. But my wife told me, and then once I listened to the song more closely, I guess I kind of get it. The song's about childbirth.
Okay.
Had no idea. Yeah. But if you listen to it in that context, then you get it.
Be opening time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Never been my favorite. Big Dog West Tennessee says, at our school, the graduates take roses to their moms, grandmothers, etc. They play sappy music, and it leaves a lump in your throat.
Yeah.
Just like women, right, Bear? Always trying to make it about them. Kids finally graduate, and they get flowers.
I think it's a nice thing to do for your mom.
It's an outrage.
Grandma.
Did you see this? This just came out in the last hour from On3. Court documents revealing Brendan Sorsby's wide-ranging gambling habits.
Oh, boy.
So he's taking the Pete Rose.
Well, there's that.
Pete Rose angle.
But listen to this. Across the 2022 to 2025 seasons, Mr. Sorsby placed thousands of bets on everything and anything.
God dang.
These bets weren't for the purpose of making money, which I find
Just
hard to
compulsive.
believe. He bet on things like games in the Turkish basketball league,
Nice.
Romanian soccer games, obscure doubles tennis matches, and the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest.
So this dude's a full-on degenerate.
Yeah.
It sounds like a compulsive gambler.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can have a condition like that and ever play an organized sports.
I mean, you seen Phil Mickelson? Pete Rose.
Yeah, they're both persona non grata.
Yeah, but they were great at their sports. I mean, it can happen. You can.
Apparently, Texas Tech ruled him ineligible this afternoon so that they could immediately appeal the decision and get him reinstated. According to Trey.
Yeah, I was going to say, Trey says he admits to gambling on his own Indiana team so he'd feel more connected and have a real stake in the games he wasn't involved in.
Oh,
Jesus.
Why?
Texas Tech better be putting the help wanted ads out.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Well, they have a backup that's pretty serviceable, but he was hurt, was what I had heard. And they're saying they think he's going to be back in time for the season to start. Like
a pretty good backup. Money, you think?
Huh?
They got ask for their money back?
I don't know.
Yeah, how does that work? What he got like $5, $6, $7 million, something like that, right?
Right.
I'd be needing that money.
Can you imagine the shambles this fan base we would all be in if he had come to Tennessee? In this
I'll tell you what, though, we had this conversation about how there's no pop around Tennessee football right now.
Yeah.
There'd be pop.
Be old school pop, too.
Well, can you imagine
Tennessee quarterback involved in a gambling?
I was going to say, can you imagine any Heupel would just like crawl into a hole.
Oh, my God.
You would never hear anything from him.
Have we heard anything from him?
Well,
no, I mean, occasionally he'll go out and spar with Sparks and Wilson and, the RTI guys.
I guess he was at the Big Orange Caravan stops a couple of weeks ago where he made 0 headlines.
Yeah, but he's not answering anybody's. He's not going to answer. Hell, he won't even answer questions at his press conferences.
Coastal Vol said, I've said it for years. Sports gambling is ruining all sports, but it will drastically alter college athletics because kids are kids in the end and can't control themselves, especially with NIL money. It's a good point. I was just last night going through it with my daughter. She was opening up all her graduation gifts, right? And she was like, yeah, I can buy so much stuff. And it's like, nope. Hold on for a minute. You
put it in the bank.
You're broke. Let's, take this little amount of money and that's yours, and we're going to put the rest away.
Yeah, we went through very similar conversations at the Smith house. It was about, if you want to make this money disappear, then yes, you can do that. You regret that, but you might want to try to honor the people who gave you these gifts by doing something memorable with it.
Right.
I will say that's one thing about my kid that I've never – he just, like, if you give him money, he's not coming off of it. He just refuses to spend. He's very, very frugal.
Yeah, well.
Saves money.
Send him to Congress, please. Wrapping up another stellar edition. Of course, we'll have our good pal Ryan Shumpert on tomorrow. We'll get the latest on all things University of Tennessee athletics, and be interesting to see. I guess we'll be playing baseball this time tomorrow.
Yeah, so it starts when? 5:30?
Now, sometimes those games get pushed back a little bit. It won't be the first game. I think we're the second or third game of the day.
So how livid will you be if we lose that game tomorrow?
Man, I don't know. You were texting us in the group over the weekend. It's like we win those first 2 games against Oklahoma. We win the series. Then you lose game 3 close and you drop in the RPI.
Yeah. We moved up to 26 after the first win. I didn't see what the RPI was after the second win because I presumed it would go up. And then we lose the third and we drop to 31. It's crazy.
So
piss Bob off.
I mean, that would be my only question about tomorrow is like, how much would a loss hurt you?
Yeah.
I feel like at 15-15, we're getting, I mean, at this point, it's just be where they're going to send us. I really don't want to go to Georgia Tech.
I mean, yeah, I think you want to win. Just my guess is if one loss to Oklahoma hurt you that badly in the RPI, that one loss to woeful South Carolina would really do a number on your. Yeah, I mean, then you probably are getting looking at being sent somewhere you don't want to go.
Just got to hope South Carolina's like, man, let's just end this season,
which they probably are.
Would be fun if we made the LA regional. Be an excuse.
So I need to pull up this bracket and really break it down. But you're telling me you win tomorrow, you could win possibly with Coons on Wednesday, possibly with Blanco on Thursday, and then have a day off?
No, you'd have Thursday off. You'd play, if you beat Arkansas, you'd play Texas on Friday.
If the weather cooperates fully.
So, yeah, that's going to be really at that point. If you do win tomorrow, like who do you start on Wednesday? Do you start Coons again on 5 days rest with the amount of pitches I think he probably would. I mean, who else are you going to pitch? Maybe Arvidsson?
Yeah.
I'd say because Arvidsson only threw he didn't throw much at all this past weekend, did he?
If you're not going to pitch Coons and Blanco before Thursday, in either of those first two games, you're basically sacrificing that Arkansas game. There's no way we beat them without
one of our
either
aces.
Those two and Appenzeller being off the table. I mean, maybe now I say that this is where Arvidsson had his breakout game last year, was down there in Hoover. He threw like 6 or 7 innings, just working that curveball
against
all
Texas,
day long.
right?
Yeah. So
yeah,
maybe he could come out there and do that for you in a game Wednesday.
I'd love to see it. I want Arkansas. That's all. I just don't like them
losing to them.
I know.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Be sure to tune into the show tomorrow for Bear and Walker and Bob.